Okay. Well, welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. It is appropriately October, finally, where we are playing. So the atmosphere is a bit more on point, perhaps. It's been a pretty long while since we last played. But in our previous session, let's go over sort of what's happened in the entire scenario so far. In the scenario known as Genius Loci, as after your events in the first scenario, after you delved into the tunnels beneath Josh Winscott's great aunt's house, your friend was clearly scarred by the experience and checked himself in to Danvers State Insane Asylum. And as a result, after some time talking, Oggy received a number of letters from Josh, or at least the first seemed to be from Josh, claiming that something was wrong at Danvers and that he made a terrible error in selecting it. He said he was in great physical, mental and spiritual peril there, and there's a wrongness about Danvers and they will not let him leave. However, Oggy also received a letter later on, more typed up, addressed as Lawrence Croswell, which was not something that not Lawrence Croswell, fuck me, that's in the fucking actual scenario, not Josh Winscott's name. Rather, sorry, that it was named as Joshua, not Josh, something that he didn't like, and also that he it was also typed up, and Josh famously hated writing on typewriters due to being a writer of sorts as his career. So you went to Danvers, investigated, and it was just as off as Josh said. After meeting with the superintendent, Dr. Berger, you got there was definitely a wrongness about the place. Joe thought he spotted some kind of tentacle in a sink, which was very unusual. But it wasn't just anything supernatural so much. It was purely just something not quite right in Danvers. And after Tala went to speak with Josh privately, you figured out that Josh said that Dr. Berger had threatened him, saying that something was due to happen on the night of the full moon, which now, after a whole almost 2 days of going through on the eve of the second evening, and the full moon is almost 24 hours away. So you began, after learning this, you started an investigation into the history of Danvers and trying to learn a little bit more about this place, and you investigated the history of Danvers' employers, the previous superintendent, a Dr. William Shine, someone who was well respected, and the asylum supposedly had a much better reputation under him. You discovered that this particular man was well-travelled and believed in the knowledge of indigenous cultures, a rarity for the time period, and had installed some kind of stone disc with a sign upon it that, after you found personal journals from Dr. Shine, he was very insistent it not be removed from its resting place upon Hathorn Hill. You also investigated the history of Hathorn Hill itself. Judge John Hathorn, who supposedly did something similar, removing a stone disc that was supposedly something that stopped evil spirits. However, after a building of an amphitheatre about 8 years ago or so, the stone disc was supposedly broken up and removed under supervision of Andrew McBride, a former worker and now resident of Danvers. And that was, in the last session, a particular avenue you went down as you, after dealing with some situations involving one of the employees following you and interrogating a Marcus O'Malley, you eventually ended up going to seek the Andrew McBride angle and seeking out a construction company known as New Era Builders and Co. The owner Eddie Sullivan, after you managed to sort of bribe him for some information, he revealed to you that he actually had kept this this broken up disc, but eventually had sold it to one Rupert Merriweather, a man you know very well. Rupert Merriweather, upon visiting, you realised that the disc was of Aztec descent, and in Aztec mythology, it upon the disc itself it read Setslimi, which is he believed that the Aztecs believed that Setslimi are these celestial beings known as sky descendants. They arriving in shining vessels from the heavens during a time of cosmic turmoil. Very strange. But overall, now after you'd done that, another an evening of rest was perhaps not so restful, as you all encountered a number of strange events in the night. One so bad that Randy was scared so much, that frightened quite so greatly that he fled from his own apartment and crashed his car in a brief moment of insanity. However, you gathered yourself the next day and, like I said, investigated the construction company, and then managed to acquire the disc from Mr. Merriweather himself. And then Joe paid to have it fixed as well. So that is one avenue you could take. Interestingly enough, I think I remember if we said that the disc would be repaired immediately, or if it would be repaired by the following day.
Immediately.
I think it was immediately, wasn't it?
We paid extra for quicker.
Yeah,
Yes,
we paid to have a rushed.
Okay. So fixed immediately. So we take it on the night. We're on the evening of the second day, as you sort of gathered around the office of Augustus Nadgett, our resident Oggy, to discuss your plan. Really, as you were looking really to try and break into Danvers tonight and try and get Josh out before anything truly horrific went down. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves about what, obviously it's been a while, so perhaps getting back into a bit of meta talk around what you initially want to do might be wise. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
I think we should take the disc with us, just, you know, in case. Are we just going to drive up to the place?
Well, Olgie's thinking that if everyone else is trying to be secret, he could drop you off.
Yeah.
A bit, so he'd walk, and then he'd go inside and start, causing a scene, so everyone's a bit distracted while you make your way there and go to the places that you want to go.
Do we want to go to the... Do you remember there was like silver water or something, or bluish, greyish water or something? Do we want to go check that first or not? Don't know what to do there, but
yeah, I don't really know.
I'm not sure
what relevance it has without.
Might be something to check once we have the disc in place, see if it changes or if anything.
I mean, is there a place to put the disc though? Because it was built over.
Yeah, true.
Not that we know of, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, dropping us off sounds good. I think in the before we go, Joe would draw the map from the point of where you're gonna go in, Randy, and then
Where am I gonna go in?
Do a navigate check. Yeah. Don't know. Are you gonna go in?
He definitely is. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
I think I was playing his madness as being very blasé about everything. So we definitely go in. I just don't know where he's going.
Yeah, I don't know where. Should we look at the map again? Where's the map?
It's in
May we
Discord.
have the map?
I believe it's in Discord on the text channel.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let me move you over to slightly more.
So he's on J. Was it J ward?
He was in J Ward, yeah, the highest security wing, the furthest on the western side of Danvers State Insane Asylum.
Okay. So at least it's kind of like on the end. And then is this a door that goes in? This bit on the little stairway bit, looks like?
Possibly.
Mm.
You can tell as much from the map as you can in real life. That's the real map of Danvers.
Mm.
Now I'm wondering if they have fire alarms for separate sections. So if we
Maybe.
pull one in the middle, they'll be like, "There's a fire in the middle. Don't worry, J Ward, you can stay inside."
Yeah.
But I mean, we can pick apart everything until the ends of time, really.
Yeah. It was more just where do we go in? Where do we put you in?
Yeah.
How do we get you in? Like, I'm
I mean-
assuming that door is going to be locked.
Do we know there are vents?
I think so.
Yeah, we do. Don't we?
You seem to
Or have we just
believe
assumed?
that based on it was based on an intelligence check that perhaps some of
Okay.
these things on the map indicated they could be vents.
Hopefully they're big enough.
Yeah.
I think we should have like a plan A, B, C, where C is as dumb and brute force and guns out as possible, and A is
Yeah.
like the lightest touch, which is the ideal.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want us to be like, all right, here's the super plan, and then there aren't vents or something, and Randy's just standing there like, well, what the fuck do we do now, kind of thing. Because once we've started going, I think we have to keep going. I don't think there's any like coming back outside to natter and then going
No.
back in, kind of thing.
Okay.
So plan A should be vents, key, fire alarm.
Yeah.
Someone pulls the
Distracted
fire
needed.
alarm. People get out. Distraction. Tala bumps into guard or whatever. Takes a key. Gets it to Randy. Randy somehow gets in the vents. I'm not entirely sure how. That's kind of what we were talking about just now. To then unlock Josh and potentially a door and get them out of there. Get Josh out of there.
Yeah. I think that was our plan. That sounds like a good plan A.
Yeah. And in that plan, I'd want Joe and Tala to be near J Block, so that
Yeah.
you can hear Randy yelling if I need to just be like,
Yeah.
I got Josh out, but they've blocked the door and I can't kill everyone, so get the fuck in here, kind of thing.
Yeah. I was
that's
wondering
plan
if
A.
we can't tell if there's any windows, can we? Plan A.
No. I would imagine, especially in the maximum security block, that the windows would be barred.
Yeah.
True. It's more whether they can see us, like sneaking up
Yes.
to the J ward, you know.
Yeah, very good point. So let's sketch out a rough. What would be plan? What's plan C? That's the easiest one. Plan C is we got guns out. Give
Yeah.
us Josh Winscott, or I'll
Oggy
shoot you in the
takes-
head.
Yeah, Oggy takes the guy
Yeah.
hostage.
The head
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
plan C. If we need to
we
resort
can get to him.
to it, violence. How many guns do we have between everyone?
I think
I've only got one.
Because whether or not we're good at shooting them, anyone can point a gun at someone and
Oh,
threaten
yeah.
them or what have you.
Yeah.
Because they might not want to resort to violence anyway.
Yeah,
If
indeed.
someone brings out a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oggy to disrupt was like in any plan.
Mhm.
He's going to go in there, take out his camera, and just start taking pictures.
Just to mess with them.
Yeah.
And then, and say he's a private investigator. He's got every right to be here. He wants to, show the world how fucked up this place is without letting a man out, and then go from there. Then hopefully get to your head guy, and then see what happens.
So, plan B could be like blow up the boiler, get everyone to come outside, and then we break in while they're all out.
That's a good plan
outside.
B. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that should be the one if we get caught before we even go in.
Yeah.
That's if there's no events, then we're...
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And B for boiler. Plan boiler.
Yeah, plan boiler.
And boiler.
Plan boiler. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So the only thing to figure out is if there are vents.
Oh yeah, where is Randy going?
Where we're gonna go in?
Probably you don't want to be too far from Jay, right? I can't crawl like for ages.
Yeah. I think it would just be wherever the closest sort of vent entrance is, right?
Outside of Jay Ward.
Which you can't tell from the map. Yeah.
No. But I would guess there'd be some organisation to it where it gets less maximum security as you're coming back along. So maybe I aim for H or G Ward. There needs to be somewhere I can walk into. Maybe none of them. Maybe they'll all be locked.
There must be somewhere.
Asylum. Maybe I have to go in through the.
But then we'll.
Yeah.
But then hopefully, with the key getting first, they'll have some keys to at least one of those doors.
Yeah. There's a thing that says ventilating shafts on the map, number 13.
Ooh.
I don't see a number 13. Number 13.
Don't see it.
But yeah, maybe around the
Yeah.
whole linen, kitchen, laundry area, I might have a better chance of finding something. But then that's a long way to crawl if there are vents.
At the very least, we can. Yeah, be a long crawl to be sneaky with. Yeah, well, I guess we can also just hope that there's like multiple keys on this key ring that we're gonna try and steal.
Yeah, true.
But with the stealing the key, I think
that's Tala.
I think Tala's got quite a lot of luck, right? So we can almost guarantee, if I remember correctly, we can almost guarantee the initial check, but if obviously with the luck points anyway. But the second check is not going to be great if we need to do it again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go!
Let's do it. Yeah.
Zooming up with a big rock strapped to the car. We're here to break you out, Josh.
I will remind you that, and I may have given this information not exactly right when I last did it, but when you spoke to Marcus O'Malley, because I did some research in the meantime to how many sort of staff would have probably worked at Danvers during the 1920s, and from the information I could find, there probably would have been hundreds of staff in total, but that ranges from things like maintenance and groundskeepers, like administrative staff, like kitchen and dietary staff, including obviously medical staff, attendants, and then the security. What Marcus would have said he thinks hundreds of people work there, but like groundskeepers and maintenance. Sometimes you might find the odd maintenance man at night.
Maybe we should put on some groundskeeper uniform.
Other things he would have definitely said. He said there would be 16 members of security staff on.
So we'll just all walk up to the table.
I think you're lagging quite a lot, Hannah, because you're like keep cutting out.
I can see it. I can see it dipping.
Yeah, because you keep like cutting out, and then it sort of cuts back in for me, and yeah. But yeah, you would know that there's about 16 members of security staff, and that's what Marcus O'Malley would have told you. But there are also, many other attendants at any time are on staff, including medical staff and administrative staff who do work, some of them who work throughout the night. So just so you're aware of how many people there are throughout the night as well as during the day. But obviously know that information. So I'll move the... So how are you approaching Danvers? Whoops. Are you just simply driving up to Danvers and then going from there, or...?
Oh, Augie would hope drop them off like half a mile back, but then he'd want to drive straight up if that's all right with everyone else. He's the distraction man, so they can enter in on foot, and he'll go in the car.
Okay, so let me describe the scene. It's dark outside. We see the small arc lights that cross the road heading up to Danvers State Insane Asylum, up the winding path. And we see Augie driving his car, and we see a car, if we imagine a scene in a film where the camera is far away looking down on these small people in this car as a car pulls to a stop at the bottom of this hill and lets three of you out whilst the car starts up again and the lights flickering slightly. The car drives under one light, and the soft glow of these lamp lights as you're heading up to the top and meeting at the gates of Danvers, seeing the sight in front of you. We sort of zoom in to inside the car of Augie. It's raining outside, so you are due to get a little bit wet this evening, unfortunately. However, Augie, you, as your window wipers go and you pull into as the gates, you climb out of your car and pull open the gates, not locked, not the front gates, and you climb back into your car and pull the car into the front area of Danvers just before the building.
Yeah. Is there anyone around?
Currently this front area, there is not.
Right. Stick to his very credible story, just in case anyone is watching. He's going to get the camera out, take a big opening picture of the sort of that door as it goes in, so you can frame it as the mouth of the devil or something, and take a nice picture of it.
So you go up and well, do a photography skill for me. Let's see how well you do in the darkness of the night and the rain.
Not well. He wants it so the light coming out looks like it's, like a scream or something like that. Oh shit, that's psychology. Where's photography? Fuck, where is it? I'll see if that's passed anyway. Where is it? Psychoanalysis, psychology. Why is it just... Nah, yeah, he failed by 5.
Okay. So you take the picture and the big flash of light before you. Obviously not sure how the photo came out so far, but with the conditions you are finding it difficult to remain composed, how you might do with a usual photo taking session.
Yeah, he packed up the camera. He's not too bothered, and he's going to carry the camera in to the main entrance.
You make your way inside and through the familiar front doors, as you noticed before, and you see there's a single receptionist, not the same woman you saw before, a different woman who sits behind there with a stony expression, who looks up to you and says, "Can I help you, sir? It's awfully late."
Just here on Department of Estate. You don't have to bother yourself. And he's going to set up a tripod and try and get a direct picture of her sitting there.
Do a fast talk check for me.
Oh god.
It's a failure. Would you like to push the roll at all? Because it's almost a
No,
fumble.
it's never gonna fucking pass. It's a 5.
She gets up and says, sort of stands up and says, Dr. Berger mentioned nothing about this, and I would have been informed had there been
Better go
any.
ask him then.
No, I would have been informed if this was the case. Please, sir, you're not permitted to be here, especially with camera equipment. It might disturb the patients. I would have to ask you to leave, otherwise we will have to call the authorities.
Well, actually, I have something in the back of my car that Dr. Berger might be interested in.
Go on.
I'm not telling you about it. You're just a common receptionist. And he's gonna take the picture as he says that.
She is going to pick up she's going to go to the side and pick up her phone, and she starts calling it, and she
Phone?
I think there's phones in the 1920s, right? Is there phones during the 1920s? I'm pretty sure there is.
That'd be very old, I think.
Yeah, they've been used for several decades by that time. Were increasingly common in households and businesses. They were typically rotary dial phones, so she gets on the rotary dial phone and starts winding.
Angrily pulling it around.
Yeah, that up, and then she says, security, we have a gentleman in here who is refusing to leave and is trying to take photos of both me and the inside of the hospital. Please, if you could get here as soon as possible. And she clicks the phone down and says,
he'll go over to a desk and just lean on it intimidatingly. I'll be like, and he just says, I'll wait.
Okay. A few moments pass, and after a small amount of time, 2 burly security attendants come through carrying sort of truncheons, and they're standing, and one's standing probably about 5'11", and the other maybe 6'3". One looks younger than the other, and one's very burly, bald, and a significant 5 o'clock shadow on his face, and the bigger one sort of moves up to you and just says, Sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave immediately.
Are you threatening an officer of the law, son?
We're asking you to leave private property. Do you have a warrant?
Well, I thought the lobby was public space.
It is not. This is a private facility.
Then why are the doors unlocked? Allowing me just to walk in?
Sir, we've had enough of your...
He's going to pull out his old police badge, which he had, and he's just going to kind of flash it at them. And while he has his hand on his gun, and he makes it very clear that it's there.
Okay, make a hard... Yeah, it's going to have to be a hard... I mean, I first thing that comes to mind is fast talk, but if you can think of another skill that you think works better.
Oh, God.
But it's a hard check, so...
This isn't going well.
So, like, intimidate? Is that one? Is that a thing here?
I can't. Intimidate. He's putting hand to his gun.
Okay, it's still a hard roll.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. One of them, they both like have their hands on their truncheons now. Have pulled them and said, "Sir, this is your last warning. Please leave the premises immediately, or we will be forced to take action and involve the authorities."
He's gonna be like, "Well, I guess you can." He's still got his hand on his holster. Right, I'll get the boys from downtown to come and clear this up. I'll make my way outside and wait by my car.
Very well.
You gonna carry this? Pretty heavy. And he points at the camera.
They just stare at you, and it's an awfully tense moment in the reception of Danvers.
He very slowly packs up the camera. He's sort of lingering, but he's slowly walking away. He takes out a cigarette and just lights up as he's walking outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes out. He goes to the car, sits in the car. He's like, "God damn it, Augie! You gotta think of something better than this."
Meanwhile,
He's
sorry,
gonna give it 15 minutes before he goes in again. So it's a good point to jump over.
yes. So we cut to the other three of you who are at the bottom of the hill, and these three figures begin making their way up on foot towards Danvers. What are your plans?
Oh man, I sure hope it's going well with Oggy up there.
Well, I'm for him. He's a very clever man. I'm for he thought of something very good.
It'll be fine.
We need to find someone to get the key.
Yeah.
Well, I'm for it will be very fine. Yes.
Because we're kind of coming up expecting to see people coming out from the fire alarm, right?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know I was meant to do that.
I mean, there might be fire alarm levers in multiple places.
He'll try in the next 15 minutes to do that.
So as you make your way up, you make your way to the spiked wall, a 10-foot high spiked wall, and could I all have spot hidden checks from the three of you?
Yeah. Spot hidden.
Randy.
Nice.
We'll see what Tala gets as well.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find it.
That's all right.
Spot hidden.
Ugh. Oh wait, no, I have it on hard.
I think it's still would have been a failure.
Damn it.
That's a normal failure. So
Don't you worry.
luckily, Oggy, thanks
Randy.
to thankfully Oggy having a luck score that was higher than, I think it was 25 when I last looked. 24, sorry. It was meant to be 25 or whatever. That's my bad. And because Randy has a luck score of 7, you do, at this point, as you come up to the spike wall, there are a pair of burly orderlies who are patrolling the outskirts of the grounds with flashlights. They have raincoats on. Luckily, Randy did spot them though as you're getting closer to the fence. What are you doing?
Yeah, Randy will motion for everyone to. So no, can we hide? Is there other places to hide?
Duck in a bush.
We could knock them out and take their orderly outfit.
Well, you're currently on the other side of the fence, so
I see.
You could definitely get low enough to try and hide down by the wall, and they would bypass you here. But you know that they are patrolling, and the grounds are big, so they're likely to bypass us here at some point. But you probably have time between each time they're going round.
Could we have gone to get what's this bit here? I know there was like uniforms somewhere. What is in here? The laundry bit. Could we have gone in there to get some uniforms?
We
gotta get past the fence.
Yeah, you're not even past the fence yet. So.
Oh. What about if we go the long way round?
Well, the fence surrounds the entirety of Danvers. You have to bypass the fence through the main gate, like Oggy did, or you could bypass it through climbing over the gates at the side.
Yeah, we got this. We can climb a fence easy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I might break a leg, but
Easy. I reckon we duck and let them pass.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we duck and then we try.
I'm not going to make you roll stealth checks for this because it is dark and... well, actually, all roll stealth checks, but we'll have the orderlies. But you all get a bonus die to your stealth. So you can click. So actually,
Okay,
Tala
nailed it with a bonus.
Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck?
Joe did not nail it with a bonus. And
0 good or bad?
0 is good in this case. It's
Turns
actually
into an 8. Yeah, so like a huge success.
Huge success, yeah. Okay, and so it's important we know exactly what Joe's got here because he's got a... Where's Joe's one? His penalty dice. He got 54.
Yeah.
Quickly get the stat blocks up for these guys. It's important that they will be rolling with penalty die as well.
Joe pops his head up as that.
Where
are they?
Is it bad? I'm just considering driving the car through the door.
Not yet.
I can absolutely feel that energy building.
Just rolling for their thing. Bear with me.
Don't forget their penalty die.
Yeah, just looking at what their thing is. So that is okay. And then a penalty die.
Challenging me to do the voice again.
Okay.
Also, I wish you could see me right now because I look like like a fluffy little teddy bear. I'm fully wrapped from head to toe.
Cold in Scotland.
Fluffy orange black.
So Randy, you as you spot them, you immediately move to Tala and go whoa, and sort of push her down and sort of crouch down yourself. But Joe, like the average man he is kind of like a rabbit in the spotlights, and the flashlight sort of turns towards Joe and catches, kind of for a brief moment, a man who is a rabbit in the headlights. Joe, would you like to push your roll here, or do you want to how do you want to handle this situation? You could either try and push your roll, but if you do push it and fail, then a guaranteed bad thing has happened. And I will say for reference, they rolled a 32 with the penalty die was a regular success for them, so you would have to get a better score on your regular success than they do.
I mean, what does pushing that is that just a reroll?
It's a reroll, but if you fail, guaranteed something negative will happen.
Oh, what's that negative has already happened? They've seen me.
Eventually, but that is not necessarily bad for everyone else because they have not seen Randolph and Tala.
No, I'm not going to push it. He just kind of stands there.
Okay.
They sort of steps away from Randy and Tala.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing in response?
Into the flashlight even more.
So he steps.
They've seen him already.
So he steps up.
Yeah, and away from Randy and Tala, so they don't see them.
The orderlies move up to you, and they say,
"Is there a gate between us?" Though
there is a gate between you, but there's no way to walk through. So the orderlies start moving up to the gate and say, "Sir, what are you doing here at this hour? This is private property."
I've drank too much drink, and now where am I?
Do a fast talk check for me. A failure. He looks to the other one and he just says, he's just some damn drunk. Go home, you damn drunk. You're stinking up the place.
Which way is that? Oh, it's that way. He sort of like pretends to stumble away. Kind of.
Clear off. And they keep patrolling, but they are watching more carefully for Joe. And they're sort of making sure he leaves the immediate area before moving on. They actually stop. They don't move on with their patrol. They're stopping here and kind of keeping an eye out for probably I'd say for the next 5 to 10 minutes at least, they're stopping here and making sure Joe's moving on. Randolph.
Joe will like avert their eyes to like the opposite direction of where Tyler and Randy are.
Okay. What are Randy and Tyler doing whilst Joe kind of wanders off in this supposedly drunken stupor? And I also just realised you failed your fast talk checks. They shouldn't have thought you were drunk. That's my bad. I did not. For some reason I read it the other way around. Trying to think how they'd react to some. I think instead of thinking you're drunk, they're like they're actually going to act more aggressively. And they would probably say, they probably along the lines of be saying something. If you're looking to try and get in here, then you can clear off and we'll contact the police.
Yeah.
And it'll be more like trying to, so they don't think you're drunk, but they have sort of like pulled their weapons and like they think you're bullshitting and you're trying to like scout out the area somehow. So they kind of like start banging on the side of the fence and sort of like moving around more quickly to the front of the fence.
Joe does a little twirl, but also does the same thing.
So you're moving to the front of the fence where they are?
No. Away.
Okay, so you're just running away in general, just back down the hill.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like a, got weapons, I'm running.
Okay, so what is Tala and Randolph doing? So these guards are moving round to the front of the gate. They're sort of running round now, whilst Joe is moving back down the hill, sort of running down the hill away, which I will need, of course, just a general dexterity roll, Joe, to see, because it is wet and dark outside, and you're moving across a muddy hill.
Oh, please slip on my face.
And Joe, as you're running down the hill, you lose your footing and you tumble down the hill. And
it's going great so far.
Covered in mud and wet and landing right on your face covered in wet mud. These guards are still running around with there. You can see the flashlights in the distance now, Tala and Randy. The flashlights are kind of moving away and the voice is like, hey!
Damn it, I bought my raincoat. Oh.
What are you two doing as you're hiding there? Are you going to remain hidden or are you going to do anything else?
If Joe's disruption has generated an opportunity for us to kind of sneak around the other way, then Randy would definitely want to use it, because both parts of current plan A, though he doesn't hear a fire alarm bell or anything, but he's just going to assume it's all working fine. Both parts of current plan A don't involve Joe as such. He's got Joe's map, but it does involve Tala and then Randy getting in the vents. Tala getting the key and Randy getting in the vents. So, yeah, if there's any way to go round, that's what Randy would want to do.
You could certainly move round the other side. From your map, you would note there seems to be no other main entrances. There is just the main gates at Danvers.
Yeah, like move around and then use Joe's distraction to hop the fence without the patrol continuing.
Absolutely.
Come round.
Yeah. So you quickly pull Tala to her feet and sort of say, "Well, let's move off in that direction and try and top the fence there whilst they're moving round." And so you maybe move up maybe 100 to 200 feet before you find like an area of hill that's sort of slightly higher, where you think would give you slightly more leverage to jump the fence. But if you're going to try and jump the fence, I will need climb checks from both of you.
Nice. Fuck. I don't know why I convinced myself I'd put points into climb. I have not.
Oh, God.
I have a somewhat decent jump score. Could I try and jump onto some part of the fence to help me climb it?
Yeah, if you make a jump check, I'll allow you to do
let's go.
Hard success. So you jump so well, you sort of leap up. I'm going to say it turns Tala's failure into... Let me think about this. Hold on. I'll allow Tala to have a bonus die because your jump has sort of allowed you to get, like, you've just what I imagine it, Tom, is that you've just done a run up and you've basically
Yep.
just like kicked up and you just sort of put one foot over, like one leg over. The spikes are at the top. You're kind of holding yourself with your strength to
Yep.
get up. Unfortunately, Tala, even with the bonus die, has tried running up, climbing, and just falls back down. And she's not hurt herself or anything, but
Damn it.
you're currently perched on the top with a hard success, Randy. But I will need, if you're going to, instead of climbing would have just taken you the single climb check to just climb all the way over. But with a jump, you're going to have to sort of jump or climb down now.
Yeah.
So I will need either another jump or a climb.
Well, this might be crazy, but seeing as I'm perched on top currently, could I try and hang my hand down for give Tala a lift up? I'm fairly strong.
You could certainly try, but it will be a hard check because you're not only you're if you imagine there's spikes on the top, you're kind of like holding yourself, your own body weight over the spikes. So if you wanted to like try and pull Tala up, it's going to be a hard. It's going to be a hard check, I think.
What does hard do? Half it.
Half it,
God.
yeah. In fact, oh no, maybe not extreme. Extreme is a bit. Actually, I don't know. We're trying to debate how hard that is.
Randy would talk to Tala then, and in like quick, not whispers, but like hushed discussion, just be like, if you can't get up and over, maybe you should use the charm approach. Go in the front and I don't know, convince them you're someone important or a relative or something, but you just need to be around for when Augie gets the fire alarm going, so you can.
I mean, why don't I just tell them the truth that I'm Josh's fiance and I'm here to take him home?
I mean, if you think that's gonna work, if you're gonna walk in the door, then you're gonna need a story, I think.
Do we have any paper?
Roll a luck check for me if it's not on your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
Luckily, you did
Excellent.
think to bring a wad of papers that you've got in a satchel with you.
In that case,
And luckily, because of
can
an
I
extreme...
hastily... Huh?
I was going to say, luckily, because of an extreme success as well, I'll say that you brought one of your finest leather satchels that's keeping everything very dry inside. Despite the weather.
Very nice.
Am I pushing my luck to try and write a letter saying, "Dear Miss Rathbone, we're pleased to say that Mr. Winscott has decided to discharge himself. Please come and pick him up at your earliest opportunity."
It certainly provide a distraction.
Yeah, I'll allow you to, if you want, because obviously this is an ongoing thing, to say that you would have done that beforehand, because obviously trying to write it in the rain here
That's a fair
seems
point.
like not a good idea.
I did only just think of it.
However, I will say, then let me just quickly look at the skills. Just make sure I've got the right one, because I think there is a forgery skill, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be wrong. I think what it would be. Feel free to look through as well if you think there would be any skills that are appropriate. I thought there would be a forgery skill, but I can't see one.
Can't see.
What about praise? Maybe you could use? I don't know.
No, I think that's more of trying to...
Maybe persuade?
No, persuade's more like logical arguments. Because it has to look like an official document as well.
Maybe I should just say I'm here to see Josh.
Law?
I think law's not
they've sent me
bad.
before.
Let me have a quick Google what skill might be appropriate.
Yeah, but Tom, have you seen how bad my law score is?
I know, mine's 5.
Shut up.
My jump's only 40. I lucked out on that one. I'm gonna try and aim for like the wettest patch of ground.
Well, in
Okay.
real life, I
So,
think my skills are a lot better.
according to Google, it says that in case of faking documentation, a specific specialization is forgery is used, which has a base of 5%. So you'd have to have had to put points into that in
Damn.
order to
Okay.
do so.
Maybe I'll just say I'm here to see Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all Randy's thinking of right now is a way to get you past the fence that doesn't involve you climbing, because you muffed the climb.
Thanks.
So if you're walking in the gates,
I will
and
say
there's
you
people
can
patrolling or
you can always try and push your roll with your climbing. Obviously, with Cthulhu, if you make a failure, it's not a case of something horrible happens to you, a regular failure. You just don't do it. You can try and push your roll to see if you can do it, but then something guaranteed negative happens. Or you could try again just as a regular roll, but then that takes time, and obviously there's chance of you getting a fumble or a worse success, and also taking time. These orderlies moving around, it could be an issue.
Yeah, trying to push it and then something guaranteed bad happening does not seem worth it when we're trying to do something of this magnitude.
Yeah, so you could just leave it and take a different approach like Randy suggested.
Yeah, she'll just go in and be like, I got stuck in the rain and I'm here to see Josh.
Okay, so we'll start with Randy, who is currently perched up on the fence. Gonna try and jump down off the fence.
Aiming for any soft ground because it's raining. Hup! Damn, my ankles.
Failure. Do you want to push your roll at all, or are you going to take the failure as it is?
I'm gonna take the failure as it is.
Okay. You land and you do take 1 point of damage as
God.
you your foot, and you're just like, you landed funny, not as you expected, and you look down at your leg and you're like, oh god, if I do anything bad to that more tonight, then I'm not going to be able to run as fast.
Yeah. Running fast is all I do. With the conditions major wound thing, when it says it's got a number, is that if I take that many hits, that much damage at once? At
once, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, you've not got to put your wound off for 1, thankfully.
Yeah, Randy's gonna slink towards the building. I'd like to think he's hopped over on the side with J Ward.
Yes.
So he wants to stay unseen and move towards the building.
Okay. We'll move back as you start moving your way up towards the building. Tala moves round though to the front. Joe is currently covered in mud at the bottom of the hill, picking himself out, and the orderlies come round, rushing round, looking for Joe to kind of scare off when they encounter a Miss Tala Ray, who stands...
Wait, is this in front of the gate?
It would be in front of the gate, and at this point, Oggy is sitting in his car.
I think just so, because it's all running like in tandem, I think what Oggy would have done after this time is important. So I'm just trying to jump in. He would have got the car, and he'd have basically just been like, we want to see crazy, we're going to get fucking crazy. And he's going to start driving the car around the west part of the building as far as it can go.
Amazing. Okay, so you will be driving off like concrete onto grass.
Well, can I tell you what his plan is?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
He's sirens didn't exist at this time. But he's just trying to go round from the entrance to the west, all the way around, and he's going to try and get to that building at the back, which is what is it?
The boiler house.
Yeah, he's basically driving to he's trying to drive to the boiler house and draw attention away as well.
Very interesting.
It'd be important to mention it before Tyler got to the gate.
Absolutely. So as these orderlies are sort of moving around, Oggy starts revving up his engine and takes off and starts driving off and just bounces the car over the concrete onto the grass. And do a drive auto check for me, please, Oggy.
The plan didn't even survive contact with ourselves.
Whose car is this, by the way? Is it Oggy's car?
I
He
believe.
does have a car, so it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be Joe's.
No, Joe's was in the shop, so
It's
we're
in the
just.
shop, yeah.
Oh, you're very lucky. You've got a 50 in
I'll
that
push the
skill.
roll.
Okay. It's not a fumble.
Oh,
Because-
Oh!
But you did get an
Nice,
extreme
nice.
success with the. So tell me how. So tell me. So what happens is that as soon as you bounce out of the thing, you start skidding on the mud. But tell me how Oggy changes
yeah.
his approach to.
So, Oggy is initially just sitting there, but he can tell he's going off road. He sort of starts spreading his weight around the car because he's a hefty man.
Yeah.
He's basically jostling between seats, trying to like balance it with his weight as he's nimbly half jumping around the car, trying to balance it out.
Incredible. And with this extreme success, you managed to keep the car moving round off the grass. And so these orderlies suddenly look round at this fucking car who's just gone onto the grass. And they, one of them just shouts to the other, and Tyler, you hear him saying, "We've got someone who's driving around on the grass to sound the alarm." And one of them runs up to the sort of central building where you can see there's a bell, and the other one starts sort of sprinting off after the car. The other one, and what are you doing, Tyler? As you see, there is a orderly who's sprinting off ahead of you, who hasn't noticed you because he's focused on the fact there's a fucking car that's going round to the side, and there's a guy running up to what looks like a sort of bell at the front of the building. What are you doing?
I mean, now it feels dumb if I don't just walk in.
You certainly walk in, but are you doing anything else? Are you?
Do I remember the way back to Josh's ward?
Mm-hmm. You know where it is on the side of it. Are you going inside, or are you?
Yeah. Okay, well, I know.
Well, if you went inside, the guy is literally like at the entrance of the building.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, no, I'd go in.
So you got wait. You need to be a bit more clarification on you, because if you're saying go in through the gate, or are you going up to the building? Because it's not very
Going
clear.
up to the building.
Okay, so
Tom, you weren't specific enough, so if that's not what I was supposed to do, that's your own fault.
I mean, everything's up in the air right now. I
Everything's in
just,
flux.
yeah.
Yeah, mostly I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Just remember, we're trying to get a key. We're trying to get Josh. We're trying to. Plan C is. Well, I think Oggy's maybe on Plan D right now, driving around. But
so what?
it's a distraction. He's doing a distraction.
He is. What is your plan? Are you trying to get to the security guard's currently running up to a bell to like alert security? Are you trying to stop him? Are you just going to go up and start? Like he's clearly in action mode. So what are you doing in response to this?
Remember, you have very good sleight of hand, so you could try and chat him up
Yeah.
and steal his keys off him
Well,
or whatever.
what my thinking is I am gonna pretend like something bad has happened. So I doubtless think people will be like, "This strange dishevelled woman, what has happened to her?" And she's gonna be like, "Oh my god!" And there was a car crash, etc.
Mhm.
And pretend to be really upset because she just wants to see her partner. Boo hoo 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 hoo. Hopefully, actually, I probably shouldn't say this out loud because Natalie is the DM, therefore she will not make this happen.
That's not how I play the
So-
game.
That's how all DMs play the game. I've noticed this. But hopefully I'll be able to be comforted and go for the hug, but sneak with my hands for the keys.
Okay, I just want to say, keep in mind, this guy's doing a job, and imagine you're doing this in real life, and you go up to a security guard who's running for an alarm, and then you try and engage him in conversation. It's a difficult thing to do. So I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm just saying you're looking
Do the
at
shoulder bump.
you're looking at a hard check at the very least.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Okay.
can try, and then if not, I'll bullshit my way through something else.
So this guy moves up, and if you're just walking up, he's going to reach there before you and starts ringing the alarm bell. So he's ringing the bell, ding, 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 and then you walk up to front him, and he sort of looks at you like, "What on earth is someone doing here at this time of night?" Is what he'd say to you. He said, "What on earth are you doing here at this time of night, Missy? We got a situation. Get out of here."
Please, I just need help.
Help with what? I'm busy. What?
My friend and I, we were in the car and I was trying to point out where my fiance is, and the car crashed, and I think my friend's dead.
Do a hard fast talk check for me.
Oh, sorry. Damn, no.
It's not a fumble, thankfully. He tells you, "I got nothing I can help you with, Missy. We're busy with a situation. You're gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to contact the authorities or someone nearby. I don't know why you're doing so far up here."
Can I please use your phone then? Because I got no other way. I couldn't get the car to start.
Just head on inside and the reception will help you and ring somebody.
Fuck it. Can I go in and be like, "Oh, thank you," and like try and hug him and try and get the keys?
Ooh. You can certainly try, but I would say that this would clarify as sort of pushing your roll on fast talk to get there. So if you want to try and do that, that will count as pushing the roll.
What do you think, guys? Oh no, but if it's pushing the roll, no.
There might be other. There's
You said
each
person's going to have a set of keys, so maybe him directing you inside is a good thing.
Yeah, that's true. So
you could try again inside.
Okay, yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm going to go for the reception.
So as you move into the reception, Oggy is driving now round to the side, and you manage to get back onto sort of a path at this point, and then to your left, Oggy, you see that you'd be closing on what looks like sort of J Ward, and there's like a big open lawn, and ahead of you you see the amphitheatre and the lake ahead of you. And what are you doing?
Wait. So this is the west side, right?
Yeah, so you're not so you would be, I'm just trying because it's upside down on my map. So
oh wait, I was looking at it on the map. Oh shit.
Yeah, so if you look on the map of Danvers on the notes, so let me just quickly add the way you're going. So you'd be heading around this way. So you can see if you're heading around to J Ward, you're going around the front. So you're going around the front, and then before you, like, as you get to the side of J Ward, further off to the left, there's the lake and the amphitheatre.
God, it's really hard to see on this map. Let me just open it bigger.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna save this image and upload it to Roll20. So
okay, and the lake's there.
Yeah, bear with me 1 second. Let me upload this to Roll20 because then we can actually use it a bit more efficiently.
Can the car go between the gap?
It should be able to, yeah. Bear with me 1 second. Danvers map.
Don't skid into the lake now.
Oh god. I'll just get eaten.
Have you got this rock on the back of the car?
Yeah.
You just driving around with a rock on the back of the car.
His plan is to go to the boiler ward, basically get his gun out and just blow the boiler.
I love
because the boiler's, I assume, fueling all the lighting of the place, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Like, it's probably generating all the electricity.
Just upload that, get the grid off, and then let's pop that on the map player. Check that out. Bear with me. Okay, let me shrink that slightly.
Oh, Augie is good at his action.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically trying to cause as much carnage as possible, so
Yeah.
if you guys do get spotted, it might be like, oh fuck, we've got other stuff to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like it.
so if you let me just quickly copy this because so there would be a number of paths that are sort of like there'd be a path
This is
off
better, yeah.
of J Ward like that, and then it sort of heads. There's a path that goes down like that, up like that. Sorry, I'm just copying a map that's from the scenario picture. It's heavily labelled, so I can't really use it. And then amphitheatre would be so. Jay was there. This is so hard to draw. Let's just say that the lake is kind of like. Well, the amphitheatre is kind of like up here, sort of, and then the lake's like sort of beyond it,
Right.
like. So that's the amphitheatre, the big circle here, and the lake's just like beyond it, like sort of here. The lines.
So what I imagine Augie wants to do is this, so I'll draw it on.
Yeah.
And then he wants to get right up to the door and basically park the car right in front of the door.
Okay. And I won't make you make another drive auto check. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm just debated.
I mean, he's gone into a path now, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's true. So you're on a path, so it's not so bad. I mean, it is a footpath rather than a
Yeah, true.
car path, but and that does keep heading round. No, I think you can get round there, Oggy. And you pull up in front of the boiler house itself. However, you do hear a bell ringing, and there are seemingly orderly staff that are heading in your direction. Randy, you now the car's, as you jumped over the fence, the car's gone past you, and there's an orderly.
What the shit?
And there's an orderly running directly in your direction. The flashlight sort of going up and down as they run forwards. They haven't spotted you yet. What do you do?
Are there trees or anything I can hide behind?
Yes, there would be some trees that you could see.
Randy definitely wants to hide.
Okay, do a stealth check, and I'll give you a bonus die because this guy is extreme success. Very good. Even better. That's a critical success.
Oh baby!
In fact,
Invisible.
that's such a good success that I'll allow you to take another action as part of you being stealthed as well. In terms of you could, if you want to, you don't have to. You could certainly try and, from a concealed position, you think you could probably easily trip this guy. Or anything like that if you wanted to, with a critical success.
Yeah, go on then. I'll take the opportunity. Maybe I can get his keys somehow.
Okay. You automatically trip the guy who goes like, so you just stick your foot out from behind the tree, he hasn't noticed you at all, and the guy goes flying downwards. I want you to do a just either a fighting brawl check or a strength check to just see how much damage you can do to this guy in one turn, because it will make a difference to whether he is sort of knocked, maybe perhaps knocked unconscious.
What was the second option?
So you could do a brawl option. Probably would be the most. I think brawl makes the most sense to me.
Damn it. Okay.
Because it would count as a sort of fighting maneuver.
Oh my god,
Hard
Randy's rolling hard.
success. Yeah, roll your damage for me. Whatever your damage and damage bonus is.
I don't have a damage bonus.
Or just your damage then.
What is my damage?
Not a big boy like Augie.
Nope. My build is 0. I don't know what my damage is.
It should.
I think it's like the basic one, right?
Yeah, it should. It
I
should
have
just
not
be.
added because I never mentioned Randy attacking anyone. He just runs away.
Let me have a look. What the basic usually is. let me see what it would count as under weapons. Bear with me. Items.
Unarmed attacks.
Unarmed
human.
attacks, yeah.
1d3 plus damage bonus.
Okay. 1d3 for me then, please.
3.
3, very nice. So you do 3 points of damage to this guy. He is still conscious though, so we are going into kind of like an initiative order.
Oh no!
So let me just get rid of this.
Knock him out.
What is your Dex score, Randy?
Well, that's good at least. My dex score is 90.
Okay, you'll almost certainly go first then. And then I'll add the orderly on here. Which
Is it a big orderly or a little orderly?
it would be the slightly smaller orderly of the two.
Yes! There's hope.
I'm just going to use this guy, this token.
Is he still hidden? Sticking his foot out?
Well, he revealed himself by tripping, but he's got the advantage now because the guy is on the floor, and Randy is going first regardless. So this guy, let me just quickly add because I've got his stats here.
Oh man.
He's got that much HP. Okay, so Randy, you're up first again. He is currently on the floor, so if you made an attack against him again, you would get a bonus die to this.
I'm gonna have to try. I'm just gonna have to try and knock him out. Yeah, Randy stuck his leg out. The guy goes plummeting. He's like, hey, have a nice trip. And then the guy's not knocked out. He's like, oh shit! Just to jump on him. Hup! Bonus die, save me. Nope. Oh god. So it becomes an 80. So I go from a critical failure. I'm not a fumble.
So you get on top of this guy, you start punching him, but he kind of blocks up with his... Oh, he's got to make a dodge roll and response, so... Or he can try and fight back. So... Let me see what he gets first. Been a while since I've done combat, so... Bear with me whilst I remember. He's just going to try and dodge, so... He could do worse than you here.
Oh.
He gets an 87, which is not great.
That is worse.
That is worse, and his dodge is actually lower than your thing as well, which is funny. But it's actually the same level. Because his dodge is 27, so it's actually higher than yours. But yeah, he does get worse than yours on the value. So I would say in that case then, because it's the same level of failure, that you would still hit him because he does not dodge it. So you can do another D3 damage.
2 damage.
Boom. Okay, it is his turn.
No.
He is going.
Right.
He is going to try and punch you. So when in combat, you can either he is going to try and hit you with his. He's just brawling on the floor, so I don't think he's even got a baton really. But he when you're fighting in combat, when an enemy does something, you do something in response as well. It's not like D&D where you just take your turn. So you can either dodge, and if you try and dodge, it's always in your favor. So if because it was the same level of thing, you wouldn't have done that 3 damage. Sorry, I'm just still learning the rules. Sorry, the 2 damage, so I'll add 2 more damage on. So because it's in his favor, forgot about that.
Yeah.
So when you try to dodge, if he gets the same, he has to get a higher level of success than you do to be able to even hit you. Alternative, you can try and fight back. If you try and fight back, then you can make an attack, but it does mean that you need a higher level of success. The person who's fighting back needs a higher level of success than the person was. The dodge, just they can, like, if he gets the same level of success as you just automatically like
Yeah.
succeed because you're the one dodging.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So if you're a big guy, not good at dodging, but you just want to beat someone's face and you just fight,
exactly. Yeah.
overpower them. But that ain't me.
Nope.
Dodge mode.
So yeah,
Ooh.
hard success. So he would need to get a extreme success on this to be able to beat you. So I'll
Got it.
roll a D100 for him. Nope, he does not. He doesn't. He gets a failure, so he misses, which means it
Slippery.
is back to your go.
God.
You're just brawling in the mud with this guy on the floor.
Randy's wild-eyed. Damn.
Oh, a failure. He's actually going to try and fight back in this case.
Oh shit.
So he needs to get a higher level of success. He just needs a regular success on a brawl to fight back at you.
Ooh, that's real bad.
74. He fails though, so he gets the same. Which means that... What does that mean? Let me just double check. Sorry, again, rules, learning.
Yeah, doesn't he need to do better than me? Otherwise, I hit him.
Possibly, yeah. Double check. Combat.
That's what it sounded
Close combat. If you're fighting back, use your fighting skill. You need to achieve a higher level of success than your attacker. The winning side avoids receiving any damage and will inflict... It's a simple matter. The winning side avoids receiving any damage and will inflict damage unless dodging on their opponent. So yes, actually, I think you would get because you... Unless you just get a phone. Hold on, let me just read this. I'm going to post this example in the chat just so we can understand it together, because obviously we are learning the rules. So, example: a ghoul swings a clawed hand at Susan, who elects to dodge. The keeper rolls a 3 as extreme success, below 1/5 of the ghoul's skill check, and Susan rolls a 20 for her dodge roll, a hard success. In this case, the attacker has achieved a better level of success than the dodger, so Susan is hit, automatically taking the maximum damage of 10 because the attack was this extreme success. The ghoul is a monster with 3 attacks per round. All of its attacks takes place simultaneously on its deaths. On its second attack, it tries to bite Susan, who fights back. Susan achieves a hard success. The ghoul achieves a regular success. Susan has already had a better level of success than the ghoul, so she successfully fights back. Not only does she avoid the injury, but also inflicts 1d3 damage on the ghoul. Remember, if the person dodging...
Yeah, it's right at the bottom for me. Whereas, if fighting back, equal levels of success mean the initiating attacker wins the combat.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'll take my 2 damage now, thank you very much.
2 damage, thank you.
Come on, Randy. Come on, Randy. Slap him to death.
Boom.
By death, I mean knock him out.
Very nice. Right, it's back to him now.
His turn.
He is going to try and brawl with you again.
Dodge.
I accidentally closed this fucking thing. Where is that? Oh, there it is. So he needs...
He rolls an extreme success, I'm out. I've got 6 hit points.
My fucking thing's not loading. Bear with me, sorry.
It's alright. Come on, dodge.
Dodge is what I've read about this game. Dodge is like maybe the best skill.
Yeah, I can see it.
Even Olgie's good at dodging. Well, decent at dodging.
He's got the moves.
He's got here, so he's
got the
brawling
trench
with you.
instincts.
So
Keep your head down.
84 is a failure. So
Let's go.
So you do dodge. It's back to you again, Randy.
I gotta try. Ah!
Failure.
so bad.
Ooh, do you
Oh, I missed it by 1.
spend any luck?
Yeah, I'll use 1 luck point.
Okay, 1 luck point gets up to a regular
Down
success.
to 6.
He's actually going to try and fight back because it's just a brawl on the floor. So he's going to try
Yep.
and get a hard success, which he needs a 30 or below on.
Damn. Come on, fuck up.
Nope.
Yes.
So you
He's
hit
rolled
him
so
again. Roll you again.
D3 with my slaps. 2.
Well, 2 points damage. He's still winning.
Oh my god.
Yep. It is back to your turn though. Oh no,
No,
wait, no,
it's
it's
him now.
his turn. Sorry, I'm losing track on whose it is.
Dodge.
You're dodging. He is brawling. You've got a regular success.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he does get a hard success this time.
Oh, fuck.
So he does 2d4 damage. So he does 4 points of damage to you.
Ow.
Come
That was
on,
almost a
Randy.
major wound.
Yeah, almost.
I'm on 2 HP, baby!
Really broke your nose.
Oof.
Yep.
Yeah, it's back to your go, Randy.
Come on.
This guy's a strong guy.
Oh, God.
No.
No!
It's a critical failure.
That is a fumble. I don't know what a fumble would do in this case. I think you
Punch the
just
ground.
probably automatically miss. And he's going to try and fight back.
Yep.
It does fail as well, though. But it is better than a fumble. So I'm still not sure that is how it is meant to work with a failure. I feel like you need successes. If you're just failing, I feel like it should just be a miss altogether, right? Oh no.
Maybe.
Bit confusing. But I'm not sure how to rule this. Not sure. The rules aren't very clear, in my opinion. Which is a bit frustrating.
Well, isn't it just a category? So they're both failures.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's like,
No, you need to achieve a higher level of success than your attack.
not
you're
just a
right.
higher
Yeah,
number.
no, you're right. Yeah, okay. So he just needed a regular. So it actually just nothing happens there, right? So it would be back to his go. So just a regular brawl. Randy is dodging. He does get a hard success.
Oh god.
So Randy needs.
No!
So unfortunately, he does hit you.
I'm out!
Which is another 2d4 for 6 points of damage.
I'm down and out.
Boom. So you are currently knocked unconscious. Let me look up dying quickly.
It was worth a shot to get them keys, I think.
Yeah, it was.
It's
How long does it take for Joe to trudge back up the hill slowly?
I think you would have been trudging up during the hill during this time. I just need to double check the rules on dying stuff. Because, oh god, it's so hard to keep track of all of this. What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's a bit messy. Combat. Oh, I wish I could find this easier. So frustrating.
If a character with a major wound falls to 0, they are close to dying.
So you didn't actually have a major wound.
Depends if you count that last hit, because that was over my major wound threshold in damage.
So, when a character hits 0, they fall unconscious, and in some situations may die. When a character takes damage greater or equal to half their hit points in a single blow, they receive a major wound.
Yep.
They must make a con roll or fall unconscious.
I think because
Oh.
you already hit 0, it wasn't enough damage to it doesn't go into negative damage. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I'd rule it, I guess, because based on what that says, you have to make a con roll or go unconscious, but you've already gone unconscious from going down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you've been knocked unconscious. Is the way I'm thinking how it's working by the orderly. So you're currently unconscious on the floor. Whilst Joe,
In the rain.
Yeah, in the rain. Joe, what are you doing?
Joe is trudging back up the hill. He can
Okay,
hear a car. He can hear the lights on him are gone, so he's just trudging.
roll me a
back up.
spot hidden check then.
Spot hidden.
Extreme success. So you do notice Randy and this orderly fighting in the mud. As you notice, Randy just takes a shot and is just out cold. What do you do?
Are they They're over the gate. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think Joe's going to be able to climb a gate.
certainly try.
I guess. Yeah, I guess he pulls his gun.
Holy
it's gun
shit!
time. We're at Plan C, baby.
Okay, yeah. Are you taking a shot?
No, he's not going to shoot him, but he's going to be like, step away from Randy. You're the bad man. I'm gonna. You step away. I'm gonna try and climb the gate.
So are you climbing the gate first?
I have
or
no
are
idea
you...
what to do. How far away from the gate are they?
Probably not far, like probably like 10 feet from the gate itself.
Okay, they're not far from the gate. Actually, I don't think Joe's Brown's going to be able to climb the gate, so he's just going to stand on the other side of the gate, and instead of saying "get away," he might be like, What does the guy look like? Does he look like he's beaten up as well?
Yeah, he's definitely taken a lot of hits, so...
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know. Damn gate is in my way.
Mm.
So yeah, Joe Brown will just point his gun at this guy from the other side of the gate, and maybe say to try and wake Randy up from the injury, and he'll maybe like, I think he's probably carrying it on him. He's Joe Brown, so he'll just chuck him like the med kit, I guess, over the gate.
Okay, so you're...
Try and get him up.
Right, do an intimidation check first whilst you're holding
Yeah.
doing intimidation. And do it with the bonus die, because you
Yeah.
are holding a gun for this guy.
Yeah.
With a bonus die, unless you want to spend luck.
Yeah, it's probably worth it at this point. How much luck is that?
8.
5, 6, 7, 8 luck? Yeah, let's do it.
Just looking at the firearms all at the same time.
Oggy would have just gunned that guy down after seeing him knock out. Stand your ground.
Okay, so you're about 15 feet away. And okay, just so I know that if it comes up. Okay, cool. So you succeed. So the guy kind of puts his hands up, and you're chucking him a... What are you chucking him, you said?
Just something medical to get Randy back up. You wake him up if you can.
What do you have something like that on you?
Well, I'm a shit. Well, he carries a bag. It's probably got Joe Brownie things in it. Probably got a med kit in it, right?
I mean, roll a luck check for me, see if you've actually got one.
Yeah. I know he's got one in his car, definitely.
Doggy's car, we took him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Roll me a luck check to see if you bought it on your person. You did not, Bray.
Damn it. Okay, well, without the med kit, he'll still say to try and get him up.
Okay, so he he moves and props Randy up against the tree, who is just sort of sitting there.
Yeah, Joe Brown with a slightly shaky hand in the rain. It's cold and wet. He's like, Randy, wake up! Just gonna stand here at a stalemate, really.
On the other side of the gate.
On the other side of the gate. Yeah. Kind of hope Tala or someone comes over. I think just because it's Joe Brown, he might also try and like squish through the gate, but fail, and then reposition behind the gate again.
So sorry, what's he doing?
He's gonna like awkwardly try and squish himself through the gate and then fail because it's obviously probably too small. And then he just steps back again.
Yeah, it's I mean, what size? Unless you've got like really small build.
No, he's the normal size.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna fit through the gate.
No.
So what are you doing? You can't just stand at a standpoint. It's like, what would you do in real life in this situation? Time's ticking by.
Come, move him towards me.
Okay, so he moves him up towards him.
Yeah.
I will say, because obviously we're still learning all the rules here. So I've looked up what you can do in an unconscious situation. It's not like strictly detailed in the rules, but it does recommend you can try and sort of stabilize them with a first aid skill. So
yeah. Well, that's what I wanted that's what I thought you needed a med kit for.
And so you don't need a med kit for that in Call of Cthulhu, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
So you could try and get him to make a first aid check for you if you'd like, based on your previous intimidation.
Yeah. And then if he fails, I can try one, maybe.
So I think the first aid skill heals a certain amount as well. First aid. Just quickly have a look. Oh, so many rules. Hit points, wounds, and healing. Healing. Naturally heal one hit. So this we're going to heal one hit, as well as rousing a character from unconsciousness. Okay, interesting. Okay. He will try and make a first aid check then to rouse Randy from unconsciousness. He actually passes with a hard success. So you do get 1 hit point back, Randy, as you're roused from unconsciousness. You're like, oh, you're very like dazed though, and like he's sort of looking. You see this guy's kind of like slapped you awake, sort of thing, and kind of like, you know, done some very basic first aid to make sure you're okay. And you look around and see Joe is kind of currently holding this guy up. But we will cut now, with that scene in mind, to Tala, who has entered the indoors of Danvers through the front door and into the reception area, and the receptionist looks up at you and it's kind of like, and there's 2 burly orderlies that are currently standing in there, and they're like, whoa, miss, what, we've got to... And actually, though, these sort of orderlies would have actually been pushing out past the front of you, because I think they would be heading around to deal with Oggy. So actually, Oggy's caused a distraction enough that these orderlies are currently not an issue. But the receptionist would look up at you and go, "Excuse me, ma'am, that we are not expecting visitors at this time of the evening. How can I help?" She looks kind of like confused and distracted by what's going on as well.
I think he was a security guard. Told me to come to the reception. My friends crashed our car just outside. I think he's dead, and I can't get the car to start. And I wondered if I could borrow your phone.
Make a fast chalk check for me. I'll give you a bonus die as well because she's distracted. Ooh, a hard success. Very good. She says, yes, of course. Please, if there's been some kind of incident, it sounds like that's the case based on the security. Well, please, there's a phone right here.
Thank you. We were just outside. I was trying to show my friends where my fiance, Mr. Winscott, is being treated, but things went terribly wrong.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the authorities can assist as soon as possible.
Shit, not really sure what to do now.
Get a gun out.
Do I have a gun?
So she's currently sitting behind a desk. I mean, look on your inventory if you think you do.
I think I actually do, to be fair.
You want
Wait,
keys?
no,
You want
no.
keys?
Keys.
I know I want keys, but how am I going to get them off this stupid lady?
You tell me. You got to be creative.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I don't feel so good. Can I use your bathroom? Excuse me.
She kind of like points to the bathroom, which is just off to the side, thankfully, and she's just like.
Does she seem distracted?
You're definitely taking her primary attention at the moment. She seems sort of concerned with what's going on with you, and she would actually get up from her desk and sort of like hold open the bathroom door to you and said, "Please, it's through here."
I'm guessing I don't have like. Wait, no. Okay. Right, she go in, make some fake like vomity noises. Would the
So actually, I'm just thinking, right, based on the map, actually, she would actually sort of lead you round a bit, which is kind of maybe useful. She would actually take you down a hallway, directing. So actually, yeah, she would show you down a hallway towards the bathroom. So you would be walking with her for a moment.
Would she wait outside the door?
Almost definitely, yeah. But you have also some time whilst she's next to you, while walking down the hallway together towards the bathroom. If you want to use that time for anything.
I don't know. I feel like what I was going to do was I was gonna like come out of the door and be like in floods of tears and like do the fake hug thing and be like, sorry, I'm so overwhelmed. Like try and pick up on
Okay. So you go into the toilet, you go into the bathroom, and you make your fake vomiting noise, and you come back out, and then she's waiting there for you, and you sort of go up and can you make do a charm roll with a bonus die, because you're just sort of being overwhelming. You're just looking very overwhelmed, and we got a bonus die. No. So you do go up to the hug, and she says, "No, it's fine. Please, I'll show you out."
But can I please use your telephone?
Of course, yes, that's fine. Please.
Thank you.
So she starts leading you back up the. Do a spot hidden check for me. Okay. No, you don't notice anything. So he heads you back up to the reception, and she's got sits behind the desk where the telephone is sitting on.
Guys, right? How bad an idea is it to create
kill this woman?
to kill this very unhelpful woman? I was thinking more to create a scene so I get escorted away by a security guard who I can then attempt to pickpocket, so then we have the keys.
But if you do that, how are you going to get away from the security guard to give us the keys?
Well, no, I'm thinking I could, if I got escorted outside, then I could like go round the side of the building and like sneak in a window or something. I feel like she probably would have left the toilet window open for this reason.
I think the windows are barred, right?
Damn it. Because that would make sense, wouldn't it?
They were certainly barred when you noticed them previously.
Right, in the toilet?
If anyone, your patient uses it and tries to escape out the windows, they definitely would want to do that.
Guys, I got no ideas.
Yeah. Does the receptionist lady have keys on her?
It may have been what the spot hidden was for. She didn't notice.
Damn it. Oh,
well,
Lord.
We'll give you some time to think about what you want to do, and we'll cut to Oggy, who is currently parked up outside the boiler house, and there are attendants. Well, they're currently going to be quite a few rounds away because they're currently at the front of the hospital, but there's probably some at the back, but they're probably not. They don't know what's going on. They just had a bell at the front of the hospital. So any other orderlies heading to the front of the hospital.
Is he at the door?
You're at the door to the boiler house, yes.
Try and open the door then.
It is locked.
He's going to shoot the lock off.
Okay, make a let me just quickly get my notes up because I closer.
Are we on plan B or C right now?
I think we're in the second half of the alphabet for sure.
Just make a firearms check for me. It'll be a regular success you need.
He's like thinking maybe if the guys hear the gunshot as well, they might be a bit like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe.
Success. Shoots the lock open, and you just kick open the door.
He's going to shout out, if anyone's in here, you better get down on the fucking ground.
Immediately you see a reception room, but it is completely empty in here. There's no one in here, it seems. It's going to be shut off for the night.
He's gonna throw the desk onto the floor, push it up against the door so it's closed. He's going to quickly check the desk to see if there's any keys or anything in here.
Do a spot hidden check, or other check. What kind of skills are in Cthulhu? Is there an investigation check? It's hard when you play so many different systems. Let's have a look.
Spot hidden looks like it.
Yeah, spot hidden I think is the one. Stream success. You do not notice any keys are kept in here.
Okay. Got pushed off against the door. Are there any other doors in this room?
There is only one door, it seems. This is the central door that leads in. So luckily, there are individual rooms though. So you're currently in a room just off to the left as you entered, which would be like here. If we look, so you're currently sort of in here. Obviously, there's a door to the back heading further in, and there's a door across. Or you'd be in the central area. Sorry, you'd be in the central area. So there's a door to your left and your right, and there's also further back doors to your left and your right, and then a further door at the far end. If you were to
go deeper in, so where K is.
Okay, so you're going to barricade that door.
No, he's going to barricade the front door.
Okay, so you barricade the front door with the desk, and you're headed deeper in, and this is where the boiler directly is in the boiler house at the back.
Okay. He's going to see if he can see anything that would... Like any delicate machinery, he could easily just smash apart.
I mean, yeah, there's an old boiler that looks like you could certainly start smashing things up and perhaps causing damage.
Let me just see what he's got in his possession. Apparently he has a bayonet with him in his possessions.
Nice.
And an umbrella.
So in here there would be like a number of things in the boiler house. There would be like a engine and pump room, which is what you're currently in. There's like the initial bits that are off to the left are like fan rooms. There's a firing room. There's like coal bunkers at the side.
As he's looking over all this stuff, he wants to try and identify anything that could, bring it all down.
You think
like what?
I would just say, like, make a just general intelligence check for me if you like, or if you want more specific information, then you can make mechanical repair check.
He'll just do intelligence. Oh shit.
Wait. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll spend the luck.
Okay. You think if you spend that luck, you think that if you break the pump, that's going to start causing a lot of issues and cause the whole boiler to shut down, which will affect power for the entire hospital.
Right. So he's just going to get his bayonet and his umbrella. He's holding them in both arms. And he's like, see how much shit I can stir up. And he just like starts wailing on this pump with an umbrella and a bayonet, one in each hand.
Okay, so start making attacks with your bayonet if you'd like.
Okay. Is that what, fighting skill?
Yes, I think it would be, yeah.
Oh shit, that's not good.
And it's more how long this is going to take. Or I think it'd be under brawl rather than fighting skill, because it's just.
If it's under brawl, then he would have got a success.
Okay, so deal damage on that on your bayonet.
Bayonet. Just see how much a bit.
Just sort of thinking how many rounds this is going to take. Because I'm thinking this is going to take about 6 rounds for them to get to you.
Let me just let. Fuck, where is it? I don't know how much bayonet does.
I'll click it up for you if you want.
Throwing spear is 1d8 plus 1 damage. Apparently there is no bayonet, but 1d8 plus 1 seems to be what this person is using.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy for you to use that, just to keep the game moving. Oh, nice! You do. You plunge your bayonet into it, and you just see this huge bit of steam comes off. Can you make a dodge roll for me?
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Scar yourself horribly.
Oh, he won't like that.
A failure. You get blasted in the face with those steam. You take 1 point of damage as you do, but you kind of like as you fall back in, you sort of fall back into like an engine bit, and you'll just wait. You'll just the fact that you sit on like fall back and sitting on it, you just hear a big clunk, and then suddenly all the lights in the boiler room just go down, and inside Tala. You see as you're in front of this woman, as you're just about to pick up the phone, the lights suddenly cut out and the woman sort of gets up. Are you doing anything as the lights cut out suddenly from Oggy's attempts in the boiler house?
Darling.
If Anya's there.
She definitely is.
Sorry, I didn't hear my name. Go on.
So Oggy managed to cut the power to the entire place. And
Amazing.
you standing in the front, you're standing next to the phone, you're just like, oh, what the fuck do I do? And suddenly the power, the lights just go out and it's pitch black in here. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know that she has keys.
No, not necessarily.
Shit. Should I just assume and try and pat her down anyway, or
accidentally steal her car keys?
I'm just looking for something else to crash. I'm on a rampage. What do you think?
I think you got to give it a go.
Yeah.
Use the distraction. That's what Oggy's doing it for.
I feel like I'd just be like, "Oh, help!" and just like pretend to blunder into her.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Meanwhile, pat her down, looking for keys.
Make a sleight of hand. You will need a hard success on this one because of your the fact that you couldn't spot the keys before, and also it's very dark.
Let's go.
So you got your hard success. So you reach on her pockets as you do, just fumbling over trying to reach, and you do feel something hard on the side, and you pull it out and grab it, and you just pocket it quickly in the dark. And she's like kind of steadying you, like, "Oh, ma'am, please. The power's just cut out. It's nothing serious. The orderlies will be here any minute." And I'm
sorry.
As you do, a door opens, and in the darkness, just carrying like a small candle lit, you just see Dr. Berger comes out and sort of looks over, and he just says, "Please, nurse, excuse me, what is the commotion?" And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Berger, there's just this lady who, and he kind of looks at you, and can you make a luck roll for me to see if he recognizes you?
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Hard success. In the darkness, he can't really make out your features, and he says, "Well, please make sure it is seen to as soon as possible. I am quite preoccupied with our plans for tomorrow. And she says, yes, of course, Dr. Berger. And he kind of slams the door behind him, like, quite aggressively. And she says, I'm afraid, ma'am, that you'll have to, the phone line may not be on for quite some time now, so you may have to find another method of helping your friend. Perhaps it's best to find someone down the hill.
Yes. All right then. Could I have you got a candle or something that I could borrow to try and make my way back out again? It's awfully dark. The only way I could see up the hill was with the lights of the hospital.
She nods to you, and after she leaves the room for a second, then fetches like an oil lamp. She fetches two.
Do I run?
You could run while she's gone if you wanted to.
What would you do, guys?
Well, you're leaving anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Berger went back into his office and slammed his door aggressively behind him.
Take the oil lamp, why not?
Take the oil lamp, walk out casually, then run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you do that. She grabs you the oil lamp and gives it to you, and you begin walking out the front door. You notice that the keys that you sort of hold in your hand are labelled, and they say that one's for the reception room, which was the room that you were just here. There is one for the superintendent's office, which was sort of further in, you see, but he came out of this door, so you get the impression it's probably like this area. And you'd see there is one for the business offices, which is at the back here, based on your map, so you know that much. So you know you've got keys to basically this part of the entire building now, if you wanted to.
God damn it.
But I don't want keys to that part.
But there might be keys to other places in that part of the building.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. It's just not as easy.
Well, we got to check our orderly first.
Well, yes. Whilst this is happening, as Joe is sort of holding this guy up at gunpoint, and he's kind of awoken Randy. Suddenly, Joe, the lamps around the outside just go out, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And you're just plunged into darkness. And what are you doing as you're plunged into darkness?
Well, I imagine he's got a little light out anyway, right? Because he's been trudging up a dark, muddy hill.
Could have had your torch if you've got one.
Yeah, I think he's got a torch.
Have you got a torch in your inventory?
No, but I did have one before.
It's night, so
I don't know if I added it, but
okay, roll a luck check for me. A failure. Yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't bring your torch with you.
God,
did Randy though? Did Randy got a torch on his character sheet?
No.
No. And you can roll a luck check if you want, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
Oh my
Easy peasy,
God.
motherfuckers.
Randy does have a torch. If you want to use that, Randy, you're currently awake, and the guy in front of you it does have a torch on him, so he starts shining it, and he says, "So you can see this guy who's got the torch still, but you're in."
I'm aiming my gun at him though.
Yeah. So it's like, oh God, he's starting to panic though. He's like,
oh, puff me that I would like your torch, and also, come closer. He's still aiming his gun at him in the covered in mud and shaky.
The intimidation. He sort of moves over to you. The intimidation still. Actually, I'm trying to debate.
Yeah.
If he would, make another intimidation check for me.
Mm-hmm.
This depends on if he's going to try and leg it or not, basically into the darkness. Because being plunged into darkness feels like a pretty dramatic moment.
That is true.
But see if you're intimidating enough. You're not. And as soon as you go into darkness, you just see him start to run, and the light just. You see he actually drops the torch, so you can't see him. There's a torch on the ground, and he starts sprinting off to the right. What are you doing?
You can't see him now, so he's not gonna shoot or anything.
Oh,
Damn
yeah,
it!
that's
He ran away. Randy, can you see him?
Yeah, what are you doing, Randy? You are awake.
Yeah,
all the-
Randy's got his own torch, so he can run after the guy. And I can probably catch him, but he might just beat me up again.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
You
Yeah,
could,
but if you stop him, I can aim my gun at him again. Or...
Okay, yeah, Randy will try and illuminate him and chase after him.
Okay, make a just dex check for me. I'll make a dex check for him.
Oh my god, Randy, now you roll 97.
use the luck.
I don't have that much luck.
Oh god.
6.
So let's see what this guy gets. His dex is that much. So he does get a failure as well, and yours, because you have got over a 50, it's not a fumble, so it's the same level of failure. So who's got? So in that case, we'd probably go into I think a chase scene, right? Fuck me, this is so stressful. We'll go into sort of a light chase scene here. So he's going to be one step ahead of you. We'll move to the chase fucking page.
Oh yeah, my old stomping grounds.
Yeah, so let's start deleting stuff off here. Boom, 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 boom. This is a very stressful session to run on my end. We'll just use this as a... He's only going to be one ahead of you, though. So we've...
I got 3 movement actions, motherfucker.
We do have 3 movement actions. So, on their turn, in Dex order, so each one use their turn to... So the first part of the thing, you both roll...
God, if failed, take damage.
So you both roll a con check at the beginning.
Okay.
So he's going to roll a con check. He gets a 24, so he does pass with a... He gets just a regular, where he gets his hard success, but there's no change to his movement, and you got hard success, which means there's no change to it, and you need extreme too. So his move speed is... his move speed is 8. What is yours?
9.
9, okay, so... So actually, you get +1 action for each moving higher, so you got an extra action to him. So the lowest move has 1 action, and you've got plus. So yeah, so he's got 1 moving action, and you've got 2, I believe.
Got it.
So and then on their turn in Dex order, highest to lowest. So what's your Dex? I think it was 90, right?
90.
So you definitely go first. So we just use these ones again. So each character uses a turn to move forward in a chase, spending movement to do so. Initiate 1 attack using the fighting, firearms, or drive auto skill. Or perform another action requiring time, or perhaps a dice roll, such as picking a lock. So it is your go first. So you have 2 movement actions. Do you need to spend 1 to get up to him?
1.
No, you can do something else if you choose to.
God, I'm just gonna get punched out again.
Can Joe be like following behind? But past
You're
the gate?
behind the fence.
You're
still.
behind the fence. You're so far
Yeah.
away. You're not even part of the chase. But
No, not part of the chase, but just like along the fence.
yes, you're
The
keeping
same
up in terms
direction.
of that. Yeah, you're moving up the same direction. Sure. So what's your second movement action, Randy?
I want to knock him out. I want to knock this fucker out.
Okay. So it'll be a fighting maneuver. Let's do a fighting maneuver, and we try and learn these rules. So, fighting maneuver. I can't believe we're not going to finish this fucking breakout tonight.
Nope.
Right, so first, fighting maneuvers. If a player describes a goal other than simply inflicting physical harm, such as disarming their opponent or knocking them over, then it can be resolved with a maneuver. This may result in pushing someone out of the way, throwing an opponent to the floor, restraining someone in a headlock, etc., etc. Quickly turn my music down because this is a bit loud. First one, step 1, you compare your builds. Clearly, skill is an important factor in performing a successful fight maneuver, but size and strength also have an effect. A small, skillful fighter might unbalance or disarm a larger opponent, but there are limits. No human is ever going to be able to wrestle a huge monster such as the Dark Young of Shub-Niggurath, for example.
Of course.
So,
My build is 0.
Determine the relative location of two opponents and whether the character performing the move takes penalty die. Simply compare the build of the two combatants. If the character performing the move has a smaller build than their opponent, he or she takes a penalty die for each point to the difference of maximum of 2 penalty die. If the opponent exceeds the attacker's build by 3 or more, any fighting moves that are completely ineffective, and the attacker may be able to lay hands on their opponent but lacks the strength or size to require to take advantage of their grip. So, you have a build of 1, was it?
0.
0. So he's got a build of 1. Okay, he's 1 of those. You do take 1 penalty die on any of your stuff. So, secondly, make the attack roll. So the target is dodging. So the attack's fighting skill is opposed by the target's dodge skill. The character performing the maneuver achieves a higher level of success than the character dodging. The movement is successful. So as we've been doing, so he's going to make a dodge check. Which is a... it's not great, his dodge, to be honest. So I'll roll that first. Oh, yeah, she gets really good, though. So he actually gets... he gets actually a extreme success.
Well, poop-de-pop.
But let's see what you get with your fighting ball with a penalty die. Yeah, no, sadly.
Damn it.
Not enough. So that is both your... What's that noise? I can hear something coming from Hannah's mic, I think it is.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Morse code.
Yeah, that Morse code coming from the said Shub Niggurath, and it's summoned. So on his turn, he is going to... He only gets 1 move in action, so he's simply just moving away. However, there is a bit of mud here in between, which is a hazard. So he needs to spend move action to buy a bonus dice at roll. Whatever. He needs to make an appropriate skill check to bypass.
God, please
So
knock yourself out.
he is going to make a... What would be an approach? I'm just going to say a dex roll. She does pass, so he gets to here. Randy, it's back to you.
I will try and pass the mud. Dex roll.
Very nice. You easily pass the thing, and you've got another movement action, so...
I'm just going to try and punch him. I'm not even going to try and knock him down. I'm just trying to punch him.
Yep, go for the punch.
Brawl! Nope. One day it will work.
Yeah. He'll make a dodge. Which does pass, so yeah,
Yep.
he doesn't... Nothing changes. He is going to... So I'm going to say number 8 is where you get to the front building.
Oh, shit.
So he gets 1 away, but that's all he can do. There's no mud here.
Yep.
Back to you.
Hup. He was scared, right?
Yeah, he was, because Joe had a fucking gun.
Shit. What's my date? Oh, it's shit.
Randy has a gun.
Fucking bro. He does not.
Shit.
I will try and hit him again. Nope.
No, failure. He'll dodge. Also not great, but slightly better than yours, so... again, he's going to move up. This time, there's a bit of a step onto the concrete, so he is going to have to make another dex check to keep his balance as he sort of skids from the mud onto the concrete. He does fail, which means he loses his footing over the edge of the concrete and falls down to the floor. So he is currently, the next turn he has no, he will have to spend a movement action just getting back up. And also, so so outcome, successful maneuver, let's see. Alright. If failed, take damage, actually. So 1d3 for number of movement actions lost as well. So he's only got 1, so... he just moves, he loses that. He only loses 1 movement action, but he does take damage. The damage would be 1d3.
Come on.
and he takes 2 poor points of damage.
Okay.
Check that. Boom. He is still up though.
Oh my god. I was never gonna win
Tanky.
that fight.
No, he's pretty strong. He's a big fucking burly orderly.
Yeah.
But it is your go, and currently he is sort of on the floor, so...
Randy wants to fucking jump on this guy's fucking head. Oh,
Since he's
God.
down, make a brawl check with your bonus die.
Ah!
Not bad, but the bonus die. No, so just
Damn it!
39.
And also, I need to do my own dex check. I've got
Yes, you
catch
would,
as well.
yeah. Success, so you do get to him.
Just quickly frisked him, Randy, then run away.
Yeah, but then he gets away, and then he's gonna be like, "That's a crazy man."
He's
Man
going
with
to
a
make a
gun.
dodge, which he does fail, which is higher than yours, but I'm still not debating how this fucking failing works. It's so weird, because it's still
I
technically
think it just has to be 1 degree higher than the other, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I don't know if there's degrees of failure in Cthulhu. I'm so confused about how that works.
I don't think.
I don't think there is.
I don't think I can hit him if I fail my brawl. That just feels wrong.
Yeah, I think so as well. So his turn, he's just gonna get up. That is his move and action. He can't actually do much else.
Okay, I've got my torch. What can I see that he has? Does he have has he got a fucking nightstick? Has he got keys?
Yeah, do a spot hidden check for me.
Okay. God, I don't know what I close my character sheet. Spot hidden. God, why did I make you only good at running?
I will say that even with a failure, you can notice he's got a nightstick on him because he is reaching for it. That's all you notice.
Oh God, he's reaching for it. Oh God, I can't fight this guy. He's gonna beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give him a tickle and then run.
Give him a kiss on the cheek and run. God, is there anything I could fucking...
Have you got any weapons?
No!
None at all.
I
Gosh.
swear I filled out my inventory, but it's empty now, except for one entry, which is car brackets broken.
I swear you got given a gun. I swear.
You could certainly, like, again, remember this is where the luck roll comes in, but Randy's got fuck all up because he spent it all stupidly.
I don't remember him having a gun, but I remember him having, like, something. Was it like a knife, maybe, or...?
Yeah. I'd still have to be able to hit him with the knife, you know?
Yeah, true.
Oh, God. Do I have any sleight of hand? I mean, it's not about sleight of hand anyway. I'm never going to get his keys off him. I don't think
I mean, you could certainly make a sleight of hand check and then try and get away.
Okay, I'll do that. Sleight of hand, 25.
Come on.
No. You try and grab at him, but he kind of blocks you away. You got one more move in action, so if you...
Yeah, I'm running back.
Yeah, I thought you might be. Well, the chase ends there then, as we'll move you back to the map as this guy runs off in the other direction, and you do lose track of him.
God. No keys, no nothing. Everyone knows we're
Olgie has
here.
a plan to get some keys, don't you worry.
But we cut back to Tala currently, who has come out the front of the building wielding an oil lamp, and there's this sort of muddy, bruised orderly who's come like limping, running up to the front of the building. What do you do?
Whack him.
You absolutely could.
You absolutely could, yeah.
Anya? You're up.
Yeah, sorry. What?
So you just come out the front of the building wielding the oil lamp and the keys, and then suddenly from the darkness, illuminated by your oil lamp, is a orderly that's covered in mud. He looks quite badly beaten up. He's kind of limping in your direction, trying to get to the main building, and he's gonna like push right past you, or if you let him. What are you doing?
Trip him.
Okay, make a fighting maneuver. So what is your build?
In the
Probably
combat tab.
average.
She was quite stomaching, wasn't she? She was quite strong.
Should
I
say
think she was
under
secretly strong. Where?
under combat it should be.
Sorry. Build. I can't see it anywhere.
Under the combat tab, dexterity, dodge, build.
Oh, 1.
One's the same as his, so it's just a straight. Make a brawl check for me. You're going to try and trip him.
Is that under combat as well?
It should just be a skill under. Should be a skill on your main skills bit.
Oh, yeah, there is.
A success!
Oh my god!
Yeah.
He is going to try and dodge.
Oh.
No!
But he fucking fails, so he goes, eat shit, roll. Do you have a damage bonus at all?
She must do, right?
I have absolutely no idea.
That's under the combat tab as well.
I think if you got a build of 1.
1d4.
Yeah, so do 1d3 and then do 1 plus 1d4. I think it should your damage bonus be, because it's the basic damage and then plus the d4 for the bonus.
So I don't have an option for a d3.
So roll a d6. So 1, 2 is a 1, 3, 4 is a 2.
2.
Okay, so that's 1 point of damage on the d3, and then a d4 for 2 more points of damage. He's still fucking up.
No, I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
He's like, ugh. And like, we're gonna have to go into initiative order again because this is fucking crazy.
Punch him down, Tyler.
Die, mate. Give in.
Okay, so what is your dex score, Tyler?
50.
He's got 55, so he does go before you. So since he's in such a bad position, he is just going to try and fight back, and he grabs out his baton, and he's going to try and hit you with the baton because you've tried to take him down. So in this case, Anya, you can either choose to dodge or fight back. If you try and dodge, it's the score. You're trying to achieve the same level of success that he gets because it's in your favor. So on ties, you win. But if you go to fight back, you have to do better than him.
What do you think?
What's your brawl's 25, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your dodge? It's under the combat
32.
tab. Well, your better odds are with dodging.
I'll roll his for
Fine.
him.
Do we want him to die?
We want to knock him out, 100%.
Yeah, you won't
Okay.
kill him unless you do a major wound, so you'd have to do more than 5 damage in a turn, which you nearly fucking did with that, but it wasn't enough.
Okay, I'll dodge then.
Okay, so he's going to do a brawl check, which he does pass with a hard success.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Which he does. So he does hit you.
Any luck? Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
You could spend luck, but you'd have to spend it up to down to a 15 to match his hard success, or whatever your hard 16, sorry, would be your hard success. So you'd have to spend quite a lot of luck, like 22 luck. Do you want to spend 22 luck, Anya?
Is it worth it?
This could be
How much health do you have?
Yeah, how much health? This could be a lot of damage.
11 out of 13.
I'm gonna say it up right now. His damage is 2d4, so.
You could take one punch, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll leave it for now and see what it is.
Okay.
Although
And maybe
5 would be
do it
bad.
again.
You take 4 points of damage, not enough for a major wound, as he's fighting back.
Fucking hell.
It is your go if you want to try and fuck me. What do you want to do? Do you want to try and fight back, or are you gonna? Maybe you can, if you could shoot him if you wanted to, or
should I just fucking like shoot him in the leg or something?
absolutely you could, yeah. Actually, I've got the summary of firearms combat here. So when you're at point blank range, you get a bonus die.
Yes.
Actually, just like Tyler just executes this guy.
Although you are into melee, so you would get 1 penalty die. So it just balances out. So it'd just be straight.
That probably is worth using a luck for.
Yeah, spend 8 luck on that. 100%
yeah,
or 7 luck
okay.
on it.
Okay.
And then, do I roll the same thing again, or do I roll a bonus?
Wait, he needs to try and die for cover, but he's gonna try and die for cover as he sees you pull your gun out. So he needs to get a dodge check that's better than your 20.
This is like right in front of the reception.
Oh, he fails. So roll your damage on your handgun. Or did it do 6 damage? Oh no, you did 6 damage. You kill this guy. You shoot him,
fuck.
and that was enough for a major wound. And he had no health left, so I'm just gonna say that fucking kills him.
Does anyone have a shovel?
Fucking hell!
So you
Check his body.
So he runs up and he just like
Get the keys.
You tripped him up. He gets back up and he like swings out of his truncheon and hits you across the face, and your face is like swollen up, and you just like instinctively grab at your gun and you're like, and just shoot this guy in the stomach, and he's just like, and just falls,
I was aiming for
slumps
his leg.
down. It was the intenseness of the moment.
Get the key. Get the key.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the key.
You reach down, do a spot hidden check. This is to determine how long this is going to take before it attracts other people. Because remember, other people were rushing to the front of the building because the guy rang the bell, and it's probably like they're probably like 2 rounds away now. Is what I've been keeping in mind in my head.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
So spot hidden check.
What did I do?
You killed a man. It's a failure. So you're reaching over this guy's body. You can't find any keys currently, and it's in pitch blackness apart from your oil lamp.
I'll blow out the oil lamp.
You can.
I've gotta blow it out.
So you start to hear footsteps coming, like fast running footsteps are coming from a distance. You've got about 1 round left before you'd have to run before they'd reach you. What do you do?
I don't know.
Keep looking.
I don't like making decisions. Go on.
I don't know. Can you do it again?
Yeah, you can make the same check again if you wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh.
Damn it.
Do you want to spend the luck if you've got any left?
Yeah.
11 points of luck. How much luck do you have left after that? I'm curious.
50, after it taking 11 off.
Yeah.
43.
Okay, not so
Did
bad.
you take the 7 off from before?
You said I didn't need to because it had already done it.
The handgun shot?
Yeah.
That's not the luck, if that's what Tom's talking about.
I think you need to take another 7 off.
What for?
Unless you'd already done it.
No, I hadn't taken anything off because somebody said no, it's already done something, and then I didn't need to take any.
No, that was for the damage, not for the luck.
Oh.
So you do have to take another 7 off as well. Yeah, that was to hit.
Right, I've got 36 left.
Okay. So you reach over and you do find a set of keys, and you notice that these particular ones have different labels on them as well. You would notice that it's got ones for ranging from H block, G block, I block, J block.
Yes.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
Objective complete.
It's not worth it. Does anybody really care this much about Josh? We're all gonna die.
Josh, we killed a man to get you out.
Well, whilst you're searching, the footsteps are getting ever closer. Are you going to try and make a run for it?
I want to blow my lamp out and run.
Yeah, okay. Make a dex check as you run into the darkness, and you're running onto muddy ground. So let's see. An extreme.
Yeah.
So you just pelt it into the darkness as fast as you can, off in this direction.
Humor.
And we're gonna cut back to Oggy for the moment because it's been a while. So Oggy, you are currently in the boiler house, and you are starting to hear people outside who are like, "What's going on? Like, some idiot with a car drove round here. We think he's locked himself in the boiler house." And then you hear people like bashing on the front of the door. What are you doing?
Oh, he just like, oh shit! I knew I'd go out in a bad way.
In fact, can you
He's just gonna shoot at the door.
Okay, well, first off,
Right.
I'm going to say, can you do me do an appropriate skill? Do you think how well you've like barricaded this door, just so I have a skill to roll against to see if they can break it open?
It's just a desk. Fuck. Libraries because it's a desk. I guess just his strength.
Yeah, do just a strength to see how well you sort of. Oh, okay, 18, pretty good. So you've really like shoved it in there, and you've shoved like the table leg up under the door handle, and you've like rammed it in there as hard as you possibly could. Okay, so this is easily the most stressful session of any TTRPG I've ever run. Because it's just been pure chaos, so you just don't know what to expect. Oh, I fucking love Call of Cthulhu as a system. It's fucking great. Each round, we're going to just track it. So every time you'll get a turn, and then they'll get a turn as a group. So that I'm just going to do a strength check for them to see if they can get better than 18. No, the first one is not. It was still a hard success, but not as good as a they need extreme success, which would be what's 1/5 of 80? Somebody maths, so just we know it. I think that's
16.
16. So yeah, so they have to get under a. Wait, is it one? That's extreme success. No, sorry. It's like the two halves, so it'd be. Is
20.
Is that right? So 60. No, it's not. That's not right because that would be 5th. I think it is 1/5. So I think you're right. Yeah. So I think it is 16. He has to get. So what's your strength score, Oggy?
40.
Oh, this guy's got 80. So how does that work? Oh, so hard success is under half. So his hard success is under. I'm so confused how that works. No. What's your strength score? Is it 40?
Yeah.
So confused because doesn't that mean his is?
Well, if it is 8, so his success is 40. So his
Oh no, I see. Yeah. I got
hard
you.
success 20.
So he needs to roll under a 40 for a hard success. So and under a 16 would be an extreme success. So he either needs to roll under an 18 to get a hard success, or if you get to 16, it's extreme success anyway. Okay, so that's fine. So you've got another. So you're going to shoot at the door.
He's going to do the broom thing where he's going to fire 3 shots into the door because he knows they're behind it. And after he's done those 3 shots, he'll be like, "You better get away from the car and the door. I'm going to clip you."
Okay, so you declare the number of bullets to be fired before rolling. Full auto fire is divided by number of volleys. Each volley requires a skill roll. Divide fire is skill roll. This is so confusing. Firing multiple shots. Where is that?
I remember we did it before.
Yeah, just firing plus 2 shots from a handgun revolves in 1 penalty die on all shots. So make all 3 shots for me and have a penalty die on each one.
Okie dokie.
They are behind cover, so they would.
Then penalty dies.
Yeah.
What's the Is it a D10?
You just press the penalty die button, and then it'll.
Oh.
The first one would be a 49, which is still a success, and a 60, which should be an excellent, and then the same as that. They're all successes. They fire into the door, and then I'm gonna roll dodge checks for one of the guys in front to see is the fire, because he's gonna die for cover. He fails, so can you roll damage on your handgun for me as it shoots through the door?
God, this is getting messy.
Yes, it is.
1d10 plus 2.
Alright, let me quickly make some
So
more guys.
10 damage.
Holy shit. Hold on, let me get rid of the death thing on these guys.
Oh my god.
Didn't
Mass
know what
murder.
to do at this point. He's trapped himself in a building.
Hold on, let me do this to this guy.
He's just trying to scare him away from the door so he can get in a car.
So this guy takes 10 points of damage and suffers a major wound. So I need to quickly...
do a con check.
Yeah, it's a con check, which he's got that much con. So he does pass his con check. So he... So what happens when they pass it? I think Tom had the things up before. If you still got them, Tom.
Stay conscious? Is that what they do?
Major wound. Wounds and healing. Let's have a look. Major wounds, the effect. If amount of damage equal to greater half accident, saying a character that's receives a way die if they hit points are reduced to 0. Character immediately falls prone. Make a successful combat to avoid the character falling unconscious. If the character's hit points fall to 0 whilst the major wound bot's ticked, the character is dying. So he's got the major wound ticked, but he's not a 0 yet. So I'll do a little skull and crossbones on him. And do an intimidation roll as well, Oggy.
Okay. Come on, Oggy. Don't want this to go the bad way.
A failure, so unless you want to spend luck.
Can we say that? Can he push the roll?
Mm,
he basically puts another shot through the door.
Absolutely. Like yeah. Oh, nice. Make another shot for me.
Okay.
Do it with a penalty die because it's behind cover still. God, you got such a good shot though.
Yeah, that's basically all he does.
Yeah, so even the penalty die still hit. He's going to dodge because they are where you're shooting, so he's going to dodge out the way. Not got great dodge though. Nope, hits this guy again. So roll damage again.
Just the same guy.
Yeah, so he's the guy at the front still.
Oh
yeah.
My god.
This guy shot immediately in the head and goes down. The guys next to him are like, shit, he's dead. And then just they sort of like crouch.
Oggy's just like, oh shit. He's going to slowly get up with a gun in his hand and be like, you better be getting away from that door.
Yeah, I think with that success, they look at each other from the outside. You'd see them like crouch behind. They're like, don't know what to do, and they run back away from the door and run back towards the hospital.
Wait.
So you would hear them like the steps running away.
He'd move the desk.
Mm-hmm.
Have his gun trained on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly open it, like look around.
There's no one there in the darkness.
See if the guy's dead on the floor.
Yeah, sees a guy dead on the floor.
He sort of looks at his head and he's like, I mean, he's gonna like search him.
Mm-hmm. Make a spot hidden check just to see how quickly this goes. Oh yeah, you also find a set of keys in this guy that's got D block, C block, B block, A block on it.
Damn it.
Right. Then he'd get back in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to drive back round to the entrance, and he's like, "I'm coming for you, you sadistic fuck burger." and start driving back round.
Oh my god. Okay. So we see now as Tala is running into the darkness, what is Joe doing? He's on the other side of the fucking fence still.
Oh, he's like holding the bars, looking through. That's it.
Well, you can see Randy, who's
Hearing gunshots.
Randy's run out of the darkness away from another guy first. He's the first you see. So Randy, you come across Joe just standing outside. Hasn't heard the gunshots quite yet. And what do you?
He got away from me, Joe. He got away. I couldn't do it. Oh God.
Oh no. Do you think he's telling somebody we're here?
He must be. He must be. He got back to the building.
And then from the front of the building, here's a shot.
Oh dear. What do you think that was?
I've got no idea, Joe. This has all gone wrong.
Where's Palmer? I thought she was getting the
And then from out of the darkness, you see Tala running forward, and you see she's just completely covered in a blood splatter, holding a gun with a smoking end to it.
Randy holds his hands up each side, just like, don't shoot me!
Holding a set of keys.
I want to live!
Not like I would.
And then in the distance you hear multiple shots.
And then the rev of a car engine.
And yeah, then eventually, almost a minute later, as you're chatting, you hear the rev of an engine and a car begins driving around the back in front of you.
Fucking hell.
Are we all met up at the entrance now?
You would see in the light of your thing, as you're sort of driving round, Oggy, you would spot the three of them round to the side.
He's going to pull up the car next to him, wind down the window, and he just stares at him. He's like, I thought he'd be inside by now.
we have to travel.
I failed getting in the front, so I went down to the boiler house. Fucking bayoneted the furnace. Got trapped. And then, because I barricaded the door, couldn't get out. And there were 3 guys out there, and I put some warning shots through the door. And one guy's head, it wasn't there anymore. I've got some keys. I was just going to go in and distract Burger. I thought he'd be inside by now.
Randy goes pale.
Oh my fucking god.
He'd just be like, have you got any way to get to Josh?
You've got keys.
They don't go to J Block.
I've got to go and find. As Joe stands behind the gate.
I assume Tala would point out that she does have keys to get.
Joe isn't even in the fucking place yet. Jesus Christ.
Well, this all went exactly to plan.
Do your keys? Is there a J?
Yeah, there sure is. And I got keys for the reception as well. I found them on this guy that was just running out of the woods.
Oh, you got him. As he looks at the blood splatter on you.
Yep, you could say I got him.
All right, let's just J Block. All right, it's all working out. Plan C, perfect. Let's go, J Block. Augie, you do this distraction, and we'll go to J Block.
Right, Joe round behind the gate. Should I go round?
I think so, Joe. Yes.
Gonna slowly trudge round.
Pretend you're an undercover policeman coming to help.
I'll do my best.
So Joe is trudging away around to the front of the gate. What is Oggy and the rest of you doing?
Randy wants to go to J Block with Tala.
Okay, so Randy's going to tell you what with Tyler. What is Oggy doing, Kieran?
Oggy. He's like, if you got a key, should have just come in with you. Might need backup.
Yeah,
we
I'm
sneaking
really
in?
worse for wear.
How are we getting in?
I think we just opened the damn door.
Is that a
So
door
yeah,
over
you're
there?
right. You're right. Around that side. Or that side, yeah. We got keys.
Right.
You two go and get Josh. I'll be on lookout. I shouldn't be fighting or in danger. Does that sound right?
Should you just get in the car and we'll go get Joe and then all go together?
Give some time to gather up, though. They'll have called the police by now. You both killed people.
They can't call the police. I took out the power, remember?
Ah.
Yeah. Also, by the way, if we just walk straight back in there and just waltz into J Ward, then they're probably gonna be on pretty high alert, right?
Well, at least it's dark. We've got that on our side, and well,
That's
we're
fair.
causing enough havoc. They don't know where the next hit's gonna land.
I doubt those orderlies get paid enough. If they think you got guns, they're just gonna get out the way.
I'll be right there, bud.
So are we waiting here for Joe and then?
No.
Going
Speed.
Okay, so
Go.
they'll get in Oggy's car, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're just a
Oggy
fucking bunch of bandits in the car now.
Now, at this point, I want to point out that nobody tried to put the disc down, and there have been effects in the past. So, Oggy, as I'm going to need a hard drive auto check. As you get into the car, you start speeding, and suddenly it's like something grabs the wheel and almost begins to push you into the gate itself.
Oh shit!
Oh, just...
Let's go, Oggy!
So you feel it, and you sort of quickly, put all your weight, almost leaning into Tala's lap, who's sitting next to you, and you pull away. Joe, however, I will need to make a dex roll as you're running along the side, and suddenly you feel this invisible force, much like Tala at the top of the stairs, just slam into you to the side. I need you to make a dex roll to make sure you don't go flying down the side of this cliff. Oh, this hill, sorry. You do fail it. Do you want to spend any luck on that?
No.
Okay.
I want to fall down the hill.
Right, so you just completely get shoved almost up in the air, and you just boom, 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 take a big fall as you go tumbling down, and you take 4 points of damage.
Oof. Yep.
As you suffer like quite a bad head wound, and you're just like in the mud, just like bleeding from the head. Oggy, as you pull up to the front of the hospital, 2 orderlies have come out the front, and they've both got pistols, and they are going to start firing at the car.
Oh fuck!
And just quickly get the stats up.
Everything ends up in breach eventually.
Yeah.
What would it be?
So hang on. I've fallen down the hill, so I'm like over here.
Okay, so they are going to make... So there would be a penalty die to this because you've got cover in the car.
Okay.
So... Oh my fucking god. That's so... Like, I need to... So that's a 0-1, so...
Holy shit. Handgun explodes.
Oh my god! They rolled... I mean, actually, no. That's a 60. No, wait, that's a 61. So... They do miss the first shot. Thankfully for that fucking penalty die. Otherwise, that would have been a crit.
Shit.
Which could have
On the
kicked.
car.
Yeah, which would have hit one of you and potentially instantly killed one of you. So very lucky they got the penalty die. So and it shatters the windscreen, Oggy, and you hear the bullet whiz past your ear. And I need you to make a sanity check, Oggy, because you are a survivor of the war.
Yeah, and he's already seen that guy's head splattered everywhere.
That's a good point. I actually need oh my god, that's a fucking fumble. So I forgot to do that actually. You are meant to make sanity checks every time you see a dead body. So I need one from Oggy beforehand and Tala as well.
Oh my god.
54's from before and the 99's from in the car.
And I need one from
Sanity.
Tala.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you use luck on sanity?
You cannot,
so.
no. So failures. So for the first time you saw the dead body, Oggy, you would have lost 1 point of sanity.
Okay.
And Tala would have lost 3 points of sanity loss for those dead bodies you saw the first time. And then Oggy for the second one, however, this is actually going to be a higher dice roll because it's something that's more close to home to you. Oh, another 4 points of sanity loss. So it's not enough in one to get you temporarily insane, thankfully. I don't think we've been keeping great track of the overall insanity lost over this scenario, sadly. Oh, you have? So how much have you lost?
6.
And what is your indefinite insanity?
Wait, actually it's 8. 19.
Okay, you're fine then. We will go into initiative order here. So, what is Tala's dex, Anya?
It is 50, I believe.
50?
Yeah, 50.
Randy's is very high. Tom's like 90, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't have a gun though, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the back of the car.
Dodging.
Okay,
Ducking.
what is your dexterity?
50.
50. The orderlies, there's 2 of them, so I'll put that one in first. Hold on, let me just get another commoner thing out. Let's do this one. There's the second orderly.
Where are we relative to the map? Because Joe Brown's fallen down a hill.
Yeah, so Joe Brown's down there. The rest of them are all here. And then these 2 orderlies out the front are like out here. So these orderlies have their gun strength, so they get plus 50 to their thing, but they have already taken that part of it. So they got 50, so they would have 100 on their. Both got 100 on their decks because of their drawn guns. But obviously they've just had their turns. Oh no, I actually didn't take the second shot for the other guy. That's a good point. I need to do that.
Yeah.
But the first guy's had his go, but not the second guy. And then Joe Brown, what's your dexterity?
Joe has got 20.
20?
Yep.
Jesus. No wonder you fucking failed that. So on to the second guy, who's also going to take a shot at the car with a penalty die. Boom. Oh, he fails that one, but let's see if he gets better. Ooh, he got 20. Oh no, it's a penalty die, so 93. Yeah. So if he got, so he does miss, goes firing into the side of the car. We are on to Randy. Maybe I should put some slightly more intense music on for this bit.
Andy screams.
Let's do that.
A very high-pitched scream. Ah!
Is he doing anything in the back of the car?
Probably vomiting out the side of the car.
No actions apart from, I think.
I don't think so. I mean, he'd like duck down, take cover. He doesn't want to get hit, but I don't know how much he can do with that.
Take cover is fine because it gives they would continue that penalty die, and so. Tala, what are you doing? You're in the car? Yeah, you're in the passenger seat. Is how I've imagined it.
Yeah, just holding on to my gun. open
Yeah.
a
Drive
gun.
by shooting.
Are you going to shoot back, or are you just going to...
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Killed one tonight. Might as well character.
She's got the taste of blood.
Make a firearms check for me. These guys aren't diving for cover because they're trying to hold their ground, so
Good.
they're not going to make a dodge check.
Firearms skill 1? Is that what I need to roll?
Yes, just a firearms check.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
miss.
Wouldn't
I've
it be
accidentally shot
handgun?
I swear it wasn't that bad before. What did you use before?
It would just
No,
be
wouldn't it be
handgun.
handgun?
Oh, no, it's handgun. Sorry, not...
Oh, sorry.
It's a failure as well. Fires off. We move on to Oggy. What are you doing? Driving the car.
How close are they?
They're probably like maybe 30 feet away.
Would I be able to swerve the car into one of them?
You could certainly try.
Oh
I
my
don't know
God.
if it's a good idea.
Let's just kill every fucker here.
Why it's firing at us?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
But then we did start it.
We certainly did. What would Augie do? He's had some bad sanity check. What would he do? How's he feeling?
Which side of a car is the wheel on in America?
It's on the
Opposite
left.
to us. So,
So-
He's
yeah.
nearer them.
You are nearer them, yeah.
Yeah. he's
so
just gonna
Tyler was just firing a gun across you.
Yeah.
go- gonna fire a shot out at the nearest guy then,
Okay.
and he just shouts out the window,
I-
"You don't want to mess with me!"
I'll say you get a penalty die because you're driving at the same time.
That's 100% fair.
So you got a 56 or...
Please. Still
Oh, it still hits. He is going to try and dive for cover, this guy, because obviously the shots from Tala have made me realise that you're firing back. So he is going to try and dive for cover. Dodge. And his dodge is not good, so you miss. You do hit. Roll damage on your gun.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay.
2 damage. 4
4.
damage. Okay, not enough for a major wound then.
I assume the car's still going though.
Oh yes, the car's still going.
He
So
would be trying to drive out of the entrance.
Okay,
'cause
make-
he can't-
make a drive auto check because it's a difficult turning without sort of, if you're going quite fast, it's a difficult turning to make without.
As he's doing it, he's like, "You just take the wheel."
Oh my god! It's not a fumble because you got 50 to the skill, so it's a regular failure. So
Oh
you do sort of slam on the handbrake, and you actually skid like past the gate over to like here, leaving Tala exposed on this side and Randy exposed on that side. Joe, you're I assume just running in that direction as you hear the shots and stuff.
Actually, Joe Brown just hears "Jesus, take the wheel" in the distance, and he just rolls over in the mud and it's like, maybe I'm too old for this. Maybe. kind of dabs his forehead with his tie. He's gonna sit there for a round.
Don't blame him.
Okay, we get back to the top of the round. This guy is going to take shots in the direction of Tala. Fuck me. He's got a penalty die on this because you got the cover of the car. Misses. Let's see the penalty die as well. No, so he does miss. And then the second guy's also going to take shots at Tala. With a penalty die. 64 would miss. I'll just re-roll it. But misses anyway, it's fine. So we are back to Randy in the back seat. Is he doing anything apart from just hiding?
Can he crawl into the boot over the back seat?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep, he's crawling into the boot.
Okay, so I would say that it'd be
Did
very...
you find any extra guns in the boot?
Yeah, what's in the back of Oggy's car? What's in the
Can
boot?
can I roll a luck and say
Ah.
shotgun?
Absolutely. No.
Oh,
It's not in there,
Oh.
sadly. That would have been very funny. But I will say they need an extreme success if they're trying to hit you, Randy, because you're so like hidden in the boot.
Safe.
Tala, are you still shooting back at these guys?
Pew pew. Yes, I am.
Handgun.
Sorry.
A check for me, please.
Handgun. Oh,
That is a miss. Fires off. Oggy.
How far would Orky be able to get outside behind the wall if he
Just
tried?
if you drove outside it, you could get like you could get probably like pretty far in like maybe 60 feet.
Away from these guys' shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd do that then. He doesn't really want to endanger everyone.
Okay. So make a drive auto check for me.
Oh, fuck.
Just to note how intense this is. So you do drive up, but you're like having to shift the car and you can't quite get it through the fence because you're just like trying to get it and you like get the car, like you stall the car as you do and you can't quite get it going.
Wait. Okay. So I want to push the roll.
Oh, you want to push the roll? Okay.
He's just going to put the hands up. He's like, it's in your hands now, God! Just to see what the car does. If he just slams, he's just putting his foot straight down. Fuck.
Roll that, re-roll it for me.
Oh, yes!
And you do manage to it just takes you forward, God or whatever, driving the wheel, and the car goes outside the gates. And things were a little bit over. I think for now we'll end the session there.
Jesus, mother Christ.
Holy fuck, that was a session and a half.
well, I think
Well-
that's none of that went the way we thought it would.
Yep.
Well,
No.
we've
No.
got some keys.
Yeah, what we could do is wait a bit and come back.
I just love that we ended up
definitely
as
won't
like
need
a
police swarm in there.
1920s gangster car just blamming out the side, drive by, shooting people.
Like fucking Bonnie and Clyde up in here.
Oh my god.
I like it if you all just drive away and leave Joe. He's just going to be like, well, okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What does Josh think's happening?
Just his gunshots from the
Yeah.
fucking inside, like, oh my god. Oh my god, that was such an insane session.
I don't know what our next move is.
No.
We got keys. We drive up to J Wing, open it up, get Josh.
We got to get past those guys again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm in the back. I'm safe.
With Joe in the car, we've got two people firing at the car while Oki drives.
We don't have to kill them.
Well, if
No,
Joe
but-
drives, he's got a higher drive thing, and then Oggy's got a higher gun thing.
Yeah,
so
He's
yeah.
the turret as you drive past,
yeah.
mowing orderlies down.
Oh,
Maybe we will shoot them, Tom.
I'm genuinely impressed they're fucking fighting back. Considering
Yeah.
some of their, especially where they're standing. There's a dead orderly on the floor with a bullet hole in him.
Well,
I can't
they might
imagine
be
they get paid.
cultists, right?
Yeah, true.
Oh my god. I just, yeah. I think that's
I'm
a
stressed
crazy.
now.
Yeah, me too. Fucking hell. Oh.
Oggy did quite a lot. I'm proud of him.
He did.
Yeah.
He's a fucking one-man army, is what he is.
Joe did nothing. I'm also proud.
Randy jumped over a thing and then got beaten up.
Joe fell down a fucking hill twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Tala succeeded at everything she did.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Tala got the actual keys that we need.
I
Yes.
got 2 sets of keys, thank you.
That poor guy. He fucking survived. He beat, got me away, managed to escape, like fend me off as he's running. And he's like, okay, I'm safe now. And there's just a woman just pulls out a gun.
I was like,
After
Randy
tripping
could
Yeah.
have just let that guy run past and sneak in through the vent. Maybe he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna trip him."
I was trapped by the crit success. I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta get value out of it.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that was really fun. Thank you, everyone. That
was
was
Thank
good.
you, Natalie.
Everyone, make sure you've ticked off any skills that you succeeded
Oh,
at
yeah.
as well.
No,
If we
nothing.
don't all just die.
I must have I hit him a couple of times with brawl, right? There you go. I succeeded
Yeah.
at brawl.
yeah.
I succeeded at stealth. I succeeded at jump. Boink. Nice.
Oh my god.
So you succeeded with handgun, Tala. So make sure you put a little tick
Woo.
next to it.
So we can do Cthulhu next Wednesday evening, or
I'm free
next
Wednes-
Tuesday.
Not Wednesday.
Oh, not Wednesday because that's when my other group is. We do next Tuesday. Then would be the best day for me if
Yeah.
that's okay.
We can't. I'm afraid Tom's mum and sister are
My
here.
mother.
Okay, so it'll have to be the following week then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll let you know what days I can do with work and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, we might finish it next time. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
God.
And then if we complete this scenario and everyone's still alive, does everyone want to continue playing Call of Cthulhu? Like, I'm happy to keep running it, but I just want to, unless
Yeah.
anyone wants to move on to something else. Because
I'm enjoying it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's fun.
awesome. Because
I'm now thinking with how much shooting we've done anyway. We could have just done like a fucking daylight raid, just blown the locks off the doors, got Josh out, like driven up next to Jay,
Yeah.
bandanas over our faces, blowing the locks off, get Josh out.
there was a lot you could do differently, but it always goes back to breach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
I tried to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Well, not sneaky.
That was so funny because I was just like, when's he gonna do the fire alarm thing?
Yeah.
And then it slowly
Waiting.
dawned on me. I was like, he's forgotten about the fire alarm thing.
Good fucking lord. Oh. Right, so are we doing Lumen on Sunday, Tom? I couldn't remember if we're doing Lumen
Yeah,
on
I think
Sunday.
so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like we had something on Sunday evening?
Did we?
Don't know what it was, if there's anything. So let's pretend it was nothing.
Well, if we figure it out, we'll let people know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Natalie.
Thanks,
Thanks,
That's
everyone.
okay. See you later.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.